The regular season and the final roster decisions await for Bill Belichick and player personnel director Nick Caserio as they build the roster of the 2019 Patriots and the supporting cast around Tom Brady in defense of a Super Bowl title. The Pats and the New York Giants in the preseason finale are next. Preseason, the Patriots take the field here in Foxborough. Tonight from Gillette Stadium, the New England Patriots entertain the New York Giants. And hi everyone, a very pleasant good evening. It is great to have you with us. Bob Socci alongside Scott Zolak, and joining us in the booth, welcome, Rob Nikovich.
Wow, I feel special to be up here with you guys.
We'll get used to it.
All right.
This is one of those Wally
okay.
moments.
Just,
So.
hey,
It's good to have you
Thanks
up
for
here.
having me up here. I like it.
Thanks for bringing a green jacket.
Well, it's always special when the preseason finale comes around, and for the 15th straight year, it's the Patriots versus the Giants to wrap things up. All but a few roster decisions have been finalized, guys, so the fate's been determined for most of these guys. But they're still playing tonight to make a final and lasting impression in this last preseason game.
Yeah, and I think we've all been through this process, whether covering the team, whether playing for the team, like you have recently, Rob. I think coach's mind is set on about 85 to 90% of the roster.
Yep.
And it's not to say that somebody's got to go out there and make a great play tonight, but you remember the Giant game last year in the Meadowlands? Danny Etling, 86-yard touchdown run. Bill Belichick said it's one of the greatest runs he's seen.
Yeah.
Kept the kid around, traveled with the team last year, and it's something like that, or maybe like a J.C. Jackson on a defensive side, undrafted free agent that may pop in a game like this.
Yeah, my first year here, I played every snap, start to finish. So if you're a guy that's playing every single snap in the fourth preseason game, you have to go out there and make some plays. You have to turn some heads and convince the coaching staff that you have earned the right to make the 53-man roster. So we'll see tonight if those guys can go out there and make some plays. You know, again, it's a game where there's a lot of emotion involved, and you got to go out there and just play.
Zoe, on offense, who has to make plays tonight for you to stick on this team?
Well, what's exciting for me, Julian Edelman looks stressed. It looks like he may get some reps in this game. Josh Gordon, Demaryius Thomas.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with the quarterback. You know, my mindset has changed here regarding whether they're going to keep 2 or 3. I think they're keeping 3, and this guy's going to play the whole game, Jarrett Stidham. Now, what I want to see from Stidham is continued progression. I think for 3 straight weeks, he showed that he belongs, he understands the offense. Eliminate the balls out in the flat, the potential pick 6. Play a clean game tonight. Let's get in. Let's get ready for Pittsburgh.
What about on defense for you, Rob?
And on defense, I'm going to look at 91 Dietrich Wise. Early in his career, he's played a lot. Had a few injuries. Unfortunately, has sidelined him a little bit. This defensive roster is loaded right now. He has to earn a spot on this roster. There's a lot of depth here. You have to figure out what guys can we keep that aren't number ones that can have a role on special teams.
Well, the next 3 hours here at Gillette Stadium, as they unfold, will determine the fate of more than a handful of players for the Patriots and Giants. A week away from the regular season kickoff against Pittsburgh. It's the Pats in New York here at Gillette.
Patriots preseason football is brought to you by Putnam Investments. Proud partners committed to an active game plan on the field and off. And by Geico, where 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. Preseason football is brought to you by Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com.
It is a gorgeous evening here in Foxborough. Patriots and the Giants with a 74-degree game time temperature, 6-mile-per-hour wind here at Gillette. Time for the Gatorade Prime to perform keys to the game. Gatorade, the proven sports fuel of the Patriots.
Well, the big one's next week, right? Home game against Pittsburgh, Sunday Night Football. So, number one, we're starting with health. You want a healthy football team next week, going into your big work week. And for guys on the bubble, who we've already touched on, it's your last chance to really go out there and play. And some guys may never even suit up again. This could be your last football game. And make it special because of that. You know, some of these guys playing tonight, and I saw a tweet, I think it was from Ross Tucker, who does some satellite radio, said a lot of these guys that are going to get cut after this game are the best players ever from their own hometowns, some small towns, that may never catch on. And if you're lucky enough to catch on another team, it's a deep roster. Get out there and make the most of your opportunities here this evening.
Which has been exactly what Gunnar Olszewski has done for the most part in this training camp. Started from the ground up, in the words of Bill Belichick, as a former defensive back at the Division II level. He'll await the opening kickoff from Aldrich Rosas. And we are underway in this preseason finale. Last week, Jarrett Stidham relieved Tom Brady. Tonight, he starts out of the gate. And the starting offense, as you look at his numbers versus the Panthers, 15 of 19, 134 yards under his direction. In this game, joined by Julian Edelman and Josh Gordon.
Boy, I wish I could have a fourth preseason game where I get to huddle with these type of guys. No offense to some of the guys I played with. But that's great for Stidham to get in the huddle with Josh Gordon and Julian Edelman. Julian Edelman, more importantly.
Just get in a couple receptions and get out. That's what I want to see.
Empty right from the start. Stidham escapes to the sideline. All right, guys, let's get to the starting offense. Brought to you by Gillette, the official shave of the New England Patriots. You know about Edelman, Demarius Thomas, another veteran receiver into the mix this evening with Anderson, Brosette, and Jakob Johnson. Yeah,
and Demarius just checked into the game. So now you've got Edelman, Gordon, and Demarius. And I understand what they're trying to do here. And you know this too, Rob. I mean, they've missed a chunk of time here at the start of camp. So it's their last chance to get some action before Pittsburgh.
You can only practice so much. You need the live game reps. Get you ready.
Julian Edelman, for much of training camp, was on the sideline, conditioning because of a thumb injury. And he's going to Gordon as Stidham comes off the play fake with an incompletion.
Okay, this is Edelman in motion. Right away, you know the safety is on Edelman. So Josh is running up, and he gets grabbed right there. The ball's high and a little bit behind him. But the fact that Edelman had a safety on him, that's where you go to Stidham and say, hey, we got number 11 on a 5-yard quickie out in the flat. Get him the ball. He could run for 20. That's a little bit of a forcing the issue type throw there.
And again, the Patriots spread it out with a 3rd and 2. Gordon conditionally reinstated a couple of weeks ago. Stidham firing to the sideline for Josh Gordon. A first down and more across midfield.
Nice. Fans like seeing that. Easy comeback. A little bit of pressure that Stidham feels at his feet here. And that's another good, strong throw by the rookie. And take a look at it from behind right here. Good timing routes, a comeback. Ball's right there between a 1 and a 0 where you want it. And this is where safeties and corners start to get uh-oh'd. Big guy like that on the outside. 6'4". Woo.
Gordon last year played his final game for the Patriots in December in Pittsburgh. He's aligned to the bottom of the screen. Edelman to the top with a short motion. Stidham had it. He's going to run it. Jarrett Stidham is spun down across the 40.
All right, Edelman's in short motion, right to left. Comes across the formation. Stidham could have checked it down to him, but that's a good job. Saw the backer. He had leverage. Now you want to get down.
It's a good job not forcing that ball into a linebacker, just stuffing Julian right there.
And that's what you don't want.
Yep.
Knockout hit. Preseason game 4.
Opening drive of the game, and Demarius Thomas in motion for the Pats as Stidham moves under center. Brosette, the rookie free agent back out of LSU. Another play fake. Hit as he releases. Incomplete. Pressure by R.J. McIntosh.
They're sort of guessing here. It's a 2-man route. Pressure up and ow. Right up under that right elbow on your throwing shoulder. He takes a pretty good hit here.
It's tough when the arm gets caught up above the shoulder pad of the defender there.
Still don't know where he was going to throw that ball. And Gordon on that backside deep dig cut. He was covered.
Converted to 3rd and 2. The comeback to Gordon, who's returned to the lineup along with Jacoby Myers and Julian Edelman. They're the 3 wides to the right of Stidham from the gun. And a good throw to Edelman. A first down for New England. Ball came loose on the tackle, but he's down by contact.
Oh, and Edelman's looking at his left hand. Oh, man.
20-yard completion to Julian Edelman.
He's something to watch here. Edelman's looking at his left hand, but Here he is on the left side, and he's going to go shake across the formation here. Little shake route. Stidham puts it on him, and boom. I think he lands on the hand that has been bugging him, and he immediately comes out of the game. That's not good.
Edelman was on the non-football injury list with a broken left thumb. And he departs to the sideline with the first and 10 for the Pats from the Giant 20. A lot of time. Stidham to the end zone, and the pass is knocked incomplete. Shooting for the tight end, Eric Saubert.
Ball's a tad late, just a tad late. But I like the protection up front in front of Stidham. Now, four-man rush, that's easy pickup right there.
All pass so far, guys. Let him throw it.
Okay, now is that one where you could potentially throw the flag because you're grabbing the right arm? Again, based on what we've seen.
Yeah, egregious.
Again, yeah, I think we've been trained on that where, okay, now we've seen Bill really not throwing on those type of plays.
Thomas now aligned with Gordon to the right. Stidham across the middle for Demaryius Thomas. Spun down in the open field of the tackle made by Julian Love.
I mean, the best thing Stidham is doing here is he's taking what the defense is giving him. Good protection again. Skipper at the bottom of your screen. Now you get a hit on the quarterback. That's number 12. You want to keep pushing that guy upfield. This is that area of the field with Demaryius Thomas. And we don't have Gordon. Yeah, do we have Gordon? No. We do have Gordon in the slot.
Think about Thomas coming back from a torn Achilles with the Texans late last season.
Give it to him.
Stidham for Gordon.
Tad late. Little stack route. And that's what we're seeing here. Moving forward here is we're going to see it 3 weeks down the road. Rub route right here. Stacking 2 6'4", 6'4" to 6'5" receiver down in the red zone where we're going to get a man indicators, a man-to-man is at zone, and then more importantly get the quick rub route where you're trying to free up a guy on the outside. Brady should be looking his chops on that type of stuff if these guys stay healthy.
31-yard attempt by Gostkowski, who's made 2 of 5 in the preseason. High snap gathered in by Bailey, and the kick is good. So the opening 4 minutes of the game, the Patriots drive to the lead thanks to the right leg of 14th-year kicker Stephen Gostkowski. Signs over a 10-play, 62-yard drive in 3:53, culminating in a 31-yard field goal by Stephen Gostkowski.
He's done a nice job mixing it up. Got the ball to Edelman, got it to Gordon on a nice comeback on the right side. Hit Demaryius Thomas on an underneather. Had a shot at the tight end in the back corner. I'd say passing grades for Stidham on that first drive. Some guys get in there with the ones and kind of get overwhelmed, then you're too wild by it, but it continues to be impressive. All the quarterbacks have had a really good camp.
DJ Jones will not return the Gostkowski kick. And with the touchback, the Giants start for the 25. We'll get to the Patriots starting defense, brought to you by Gillette, official shave of the New England Patriots. Byron Coward has made an impression in this preseason. Dietrich Wise trying to make a mark tonight. David Perry and Famba Kamalu as well on that defensive line. Munson, Sam, and Hall at the linebacker level. And the secondary of Williams, Crossan, Dawson, and Gant. They defend Daniel Jones, a rookie quarterback for the Giants out of Duke. 6th pick overall in this year's draft. And he has been sensational thus far this preseason. The load's in a hurry. And the Patriots wrap up C.J. Conrad.
You got 96 out there. Scooby Wright just got here. So I remember my first time here in 09. I had no idea what the defense was. Matty P just said, go make plays. I said, okay, I can do that.
Didn't he say something this week where, from watching Scooby-Doo, that's how you got the nickname?
His dad gave it to him, yeah.
Yeah.
Scooby.
That thing went to the tank when they incorporated Scrappy into the mix. It was so good, the originals. Mr. Withers.
Welcome
Old
to
man
New
Withers.
England. Signed on Sunday, into the fray on Thursday. Played to the Arizona Cardinals a couple of years ago. And there's a throw, a strike on the move to Golden Tate, the veteran receiver, with a first down. Crossan brings him down to the 44.
Backside slant right across the face of Keon Crossan right here. That's an experienced receiver, setting him up, knowing how I'm going to square it off, get my body in there. Jones delivers a strike. Chat with Bob Papa, Giants announcer. I'm like, how's the kid look? He's actually exceeded expectations. A lot of people crushed him for taking him as high as they did.
25 of 30 in his first 3 preseason games. And out to a 2-for-2 start in this one. Going to toss it back. And a big hole. And close to a first down, if not with it. Good running by Paul Perkins.
Last thing you want to do is, if you're in the front in this game, Rob, is get pushed around, right?
Yep. Or pick a side. Just pick a side and go. That's the last thing they want to see. They want to see guys 2-gap here. How can you handle one guy and shed and get off a block?
Not much there. Just got turned. You could say, he got away with the holding call right there. Was that Munson? Looks like he got hooked.
Right now you have Perry on the nose. Veteran journeyman as a defensive lineman for the Pats with the second down and less than 1. Perkins up the middle with the drive for the first down.
All right, trying to take a peek here. It looks like Mayo, again, true to form here over the last 2 weeks, is calling the defensive signals to start the football game. And there's Patrick Chung right next to him, signaling. Calls in. Who's he doing that to? The front or the secondary, Nick?
Everybody.
If Chung, everybody. So everybody's turned and looking.
Everyone wants to know what the personnel is. Going empty.
Now Scooby Wright is going to be matched up with the running back Perkins at the bottom of the screen. Jones is going in the other direction. And he's throwing a long ball for a Tate. Over crossing.
Pro catch. And this is a fade route. It's going to be right at the top of your screen. Look at the leverage he gets to the outside. And what Tate does is he allows enough space on the outside to have Jones fade it over the top to where it's decent coverage. You just can't make a play on it because the ball's so perfectly placed over that outside shoulder.
That's a 23-yard completion to Tate. Another play fake by Jones. Sliding right, checks it down. Perkins with a grab. And brought down by Calvin Munson.
See, that's interesting, going back to the signals there, Rob, when you say everybody on the defense is looking because you want to know the personnel. When you call the plays on offense here, you go 50 protection. That's all the line wants here. Then they check out, they tune out. Running backs, receivers, 0 out slot. You want formation.
Yep.
And then it's about tagging a route that receivers listen. 3 different times a grouping or unit will check out during the process of the call.
I always wanted to know what the personnel was. It would always tell me, okay, if it's 22, guess what? High run here, alert. So
that takes you back to your film study.
Yeah, exactly. Back steep, alert run. There it is.
The zone read to give to Perkins. Close to the first down. Rob, what's it like for the defense on the field when you don't have a guy who's accustomed to wearing the green dot out there and communicating the defense? There's no Devin McCourty. There's no Dante Hightower right now. You got a lot of newcomers or relatively new Patriots.
It can be very frustrating. I can remember being in these games here where some of the guys don't have many reps with the defense. So you just want to go out there, do your assignment, and hope that everybody's on the same page and make plays.
Meanwhile, the Patriots had to hurry on an extra defender. They're going to take a timeout.
And this is when Bill loses his mind, when you have too many guys on the field.
So Munson with the green dot. Bill Belichick.
See?
Taking notes.
What are we doing?
Taking names.
Extra time he's going to spend throughout the course of the week. And I'm sure, we've seen it since the first preseason game. The interesting thing to me is they were huddling in between every series, the entire defensive staff. That has changed over the last 2 games. So he's trying to relegate some responsibility here.
And usually before the game, everyone will be sitting down and they'll call out all the different groupings, right?
Yeah.
And they stand up and then you count, all right, we got enough. They do it to every single grouping that you have, and you hope, okay, I hope 12 guys don't stand up because then we're going to be yelled at. So I'm sure they did it last night, and someone's going to get yelled at.
Yeah, a lot of guys are not going to sleep. This is the date right here. 53-man roster, 4 p.m. this Saturday. And I remember back to the days we played, we would have 2 or 3 cuts before that final cut, where it would really only be 5 or 6 guys. And that whole reporting on that final cut was a lot bigger than dropping as many as 37 guys.
It's a 3rd and 1.
Drastic cut.
Nice job.
Perkins swarmed under. Good support there by Scooby Wright.
That's good penetration. The tight end falls, loses the block. Gant's there. He's ready to make the play. There's Pari right there, making another good play.
As you guys were saying, up until a couple of years ago, this game was played with 75 men on the roster.
Yep.
They eliminated that initial cut. Now the 4th and inches. Perkins again on the give. Not much of a push off the line, and he's dragged backward again with Wright into the mix for the Patriots.
And there's Joanne Williams holding his fist up as the play's still going on. They're going to tell him, hey, that play's not over. Well, that guy could bounce that thing outside, stick with it.
So the defense with a stop on a 4th and inches give.
Williams, your 2nd-round pick, who's a corner playing safety. Now, I like the versatility. Watch the stuff. The play continues. You're going to see him put his fist up in the air, signaling plays over. No. Continue to push through. Help push that pile. I guarantee you, Coach Patrick Chung, you saw Devin McCourty give him the smile when he was coming off the field. That thing's not over to that whistle. And Rob, you've seen all those plays where backs, guys like LeGarrette Blount will tiptoe, bounce, look for a room.
Maurice Jones-Drew in Jacksonville, if you remember that. Tully Banta-Kane did not touch. Jones-Drew, he got up, ran for touchdown.
Gordon, Leighton getting a head around on a throw by Stidham. That's the 5th target for Gordon, who has 1 catch tonight.
Okay, here's Josh on the outside. He's running your slant down inside. Now, they pass it off, and this is what Stidham has to see. All of a sudden there, that zone. It looks like man at the snap. They switch it to zone. They switch players. He needs to come off that and hang somebody out inside. He'll get it.
Again, looking to throw.
There you go.
And to the sideline. Pass hauled in by Demarius Thomas with his 2nd catch.
So, I mean, there's going to be ebb and flows with the rookie. It's not going to be perfect. But the nice thing is he comes right back to make a play after what could have been, you called a negative play. Yeah, that was a negative play. That's a good one, positive one. Sets up a 3rd and 2.
Converted 2 3rd and 2s on the first drive. Thomas in his 10th year.
Sorry, Bob. Edelman has not returned.
Instead of in traffic, that's a contested catch again by Demarius Thomas.
He wants that slant backside. 3rd time's a charm. Again, they're just combo routes. These are simple flat, slant, flat, slant. A lot of jersey tugging too, and that's, I wonder, you know, a smaller corner, they got to fight through. They grab, they pull the belt, the jersey area.
Yep. Will
Bill throw more challenged if he gets a lot of those and they're not being called? I could see him throwing it around week 5 on that.
There's Thomas just off the pup list. Stidham is spun down to the sack.
You know, going back to that, throwing the flag, of all the preseason games, I don't think that they've overturned anything that's not like a crazy PI. Straight up the middle.
Oh boy. Now, that's not Skipper's guy. Skipper's fanned out.
Could be the back.
Or he could have a bad call up front. Tag calls, line calls. That's where, you know, the absence of a guy like David Andrews, not that he'd be out here tonight, but in a game, if you have a missed call against Pittsburgh and you're not ready to go, you can get killed.
Loss of 9 on the sack by B.J. Goodson.
Screen.
And the screen set up for Brosette.
2nd and long, get back on track play.
Looks like I think Froholt went down here. There's that Ferentz.
Yoda Froholt, the rookie, drafted in the 4th round out of Arkansas.
He's grabbing his left arm, or right arm. Looks like he got a burner.
So the injury timeout. Patriots 3, Giants nothing here in the 1st. Early week scare with blood clots in his lung. Great to see him on the sideline, but the offensive line depleted coming into this game. And now the Patriots have lost Yelda Froholt, the rookie offensive lineman out of Arkansas, apparently injuring his right forearm or wrist. And we're going to get to the offensive line depth chart. Patriots made a couple of deals, transacted officially today, acquiring an interior player as well as a tackle.
Yeah, and you're talking about both those transactions. Coach Belichick brought it up on an interview on 98.5 The Sports Hub that those are more positional pickups as far as, you know, just adding a swing depth guy. And I thought it would be sort of that swing guy because Karras moves to center, and I always viewed Teddy as that guy, jack of all trades, who could do everything.
On 3rd and 13, a lot of room for Stidham. He'll take advantage of it into a slide and another first down.
There's your pressure up front. It's the delayed blitz, little game to the backside.
It's good pocket presence right there.
It is.
Look at the slide up. There's the hole.
A lot of space.
Open.
Tells you it's man-to-man.
Man coverage.
That's a killer against playing running quarterbacks, right?
Oh,
especially on 3rd and 3.
So frustrating.
What do you do on 3rd and 3? Zone?
Yeah, it's tough. Bull rush.
Patriots out of the tight formation. Stidham again looking to throw off play action. Slides to his right, hit as he releases, and that ball will flutter into the arms of the Giant defender. Coming back across the field off the interception for New York. Henry Tolliver with a penalty marker on the play.
Now that's a killer for Stidham, because you slide outside because of pressure. You got to understand that some of that pressure is bearing down on you. You wait, and as good as you've been playing, like rip off 8 good plays, those are the ones that can kill you. And he's gotten lucky in some of the other games with some balls thrown out into the flat. Not good news for Froholt. He's straight to the locker room, and Bob, I know you mentioned wrist. Looks, Rob, sort of like a
so
bicep.
I've had a bicep before, and when you had that tape right over your bicep.
After the ball was intercepted, personal foul, illegal low block, New England, number 88. The 15-yard penalty is added to the end of the run. It's New York's ball, first down, timeout.
Quick look at the hit. Ball's up. First down Giants when we come back.
David Andrews, the Patriots center, lost this week. Derek Rivers and Shalik Calhoun lost to injury earlier in the preseason.
Yeah, a couple of those guys picked up in the offseason that, elected to step away from the game. Some decent contracts going out and getting them. They could have been locks here in this team.
We'll talk about the makeup of the Patriots offensive line affected by the decision to retire by a couple of players. Alex Tanny, the new quarterback for the Giants, and reversing direction, Wayne Gallman is clipped down.
It's a nice play by Crossing.
Dion crossing in pursuit.
Big plays like that. That's a quintessential special teams type tackle. Returner moving up and away from you. You pick it, you go, just close on it. Sam, tough one there, gets caught down inside. He's got to be better.
So you mentioned special teams. Crossen made his mark in that role last year as a late draft pick for the Patriots, earning a spot on the team as a rookie. Tanny taking over after Daniel Jones went 4 for 4 as the Giants starting quarterback. This possession, of course, after the interception by Chandler on the pressure on Stidham. Tanny throwing the long ball. Receiver had a step, and that's caught for a Giants touchdown.
Sweet throw.
Alonzo Russell.
Really good throw.
35 yards from Alex Tanny.
Well, you get some good, now you get some bad here with Crossen. He's the outside guy. Again, it's 2 really good routes by the Giants. Early in the game, it's Tate. Want to throw by Jones? 1, 2. Yep, we are in. That's a touchdown. Nice pitch and catch right there. Tell you what, you're lucky to have 2 rookie quarterbacks, Jones and Stidham here, to be in a 4th preseason game with some #1 receivers out there with guys like Golden Tate, Demaryius Thomas, Julian Edelman, Josh Gordon. Now, I don't consider Demaryius a #1 here, but he's a guy that's been a #1 in the league. That's a vet. I don't see much of that in games 4.
You think about those guys, for example, 2013. 3 of the most productive receivers in the NFL that season. Part of a string for Thomas of 5 straight years of outstanding production as a Broncos. Rosas connects on the point after. Giants taking advantage of the interception, scoring on the touchdown pass to Russell. All right, so Tony, we've got 2 rookie quarterbacks in this game as starters. Jarrett Stidham, Tom Brady, Brian Hoyer. We begin to build the roster tonight. The position battle at quarterback brought to you by Verizon. The network more people rely on gives you more, like thousands of tickets to NFL games with the Verizon Up Rewards program.
Yeah, I got 3 making the roster now. I just think it's been a very, very good preseason with all 3 quarterbacks. Obviously, Brady's been as sharp as ever. Hoyer, I don't want to say surprisingly, but Brian Hoyer and Paul Perillo, you could jump in this too. This is as good as I've seen Hoyer, which means he hasn't played himself out of the backup spot. And I just don't think Stidham's done enough to unseat Hoyer as the 2. Yeah. But he's good enough to keep around. And I mean, and you develop him. That's a perfect situation. 42-year-old quarterback, good backup, a young guy you could develop.
Yeah, I'm with you in the fact that I've gone back and forth with this basically all summer. I thought Hoyer was excellent in the opener. I didn't think he was as good in Tennessee. I thought it was interesting tonight. You have Jarrett Stidham starting, and all of those, frontline receivers that we're going to see in Week 1. You'd think maybe you'd want Brian Hoyer to play with those guys a little bit if he's going to be the main backup. But they had Stidham do it tonight instead. Obviously, as you said, Zoe, great opportunity for the rookie to play with those guys.
Yeah, and I don't read anything into that, pairing those 3 individuals with Jarrett Stidham. I think they've missed so much camp. Yeah, Julian came in with the hand. We know the stories with the other guys. It's just getting them out there and getting some game contact. You could put Ninkovich out there and throwing the ball around, and I would still feel the same way. I would not elevate Ninkovich as the 4th quarterback, though.
No, I don't know if I'd be very accurate. I don't think so. But you go back, the history here with quarterbacks is they usually keep 2, historically, 2. That gives you an extra guy on the roster if you needed an extra linebacker, safety, special teams guy.
Well, I think a guy like Brandon King last week going down, being thrown out.
Fumble. That's the exchange right there.
2 turnovers on consecutive drives for Stidham. See, I wanted this kid to come out and play really, really good, clean game so we could definitively say they're going to keep. It's a fake. That's on Demarius. He's reaching for the ball. Give him a pocket to put it in. Puts his hands out. No pocket. Grade school type stuff. Right elbow up.
Open it up right in the belly.
They're reaching for the ball.
He reached it with his fingertips. Fumble.
Now that's not on Stidham.
Jan Adams with the recovery for the Giants. They cashed in off an interception with a touchdown pass by Tanya to Russell. Now trying to strike after the fumble by Thomas. Tanny stands in, fades into the end zone again for Russell. And crossing on the coverage this time.
Looks like they brought the house on this one.
Yeah, it's a good call right there by Mayo. It's a delayed blitz to the front side. It's a blitz backside. Tanny just some good size there. Gets the positioning on him. Giants have some big receivers too.
Yeah, pregame I walked out there. I felt like a small guy.
What do you think I feel in this broadcast booth? We're going to get a challenge from Pat Shermer of the Giants. There was contact.
It's not egregious, though.
But was it clear and obvious? And like you say, so egregious because thus far the officials.
New York has challenged that there was defensive pass interference on the previous play.
In this preseason have tended not to overrule the judgment on the field, whether it's a call or a non-call.
Now, if you ask me going into the year here, what I've learned through 4 preseason games, that this is ticky-tack. It's not egregious. He turns, he looks for the ball. He tries to compete. He didn't flat out get beat where you're reaching and trying to trip the guy or grab him. I think it stands.
No call. No call. That's my call.
Just on how it's been ruled.
Yes.
This, by the way, is the first time that Ron Torbert, as a referee, has gone to the tablet to look at a non-call and a potential defensive pass interference penalty.
I want to. Let's take a look at it in real time because we slow it down. It's ticky-tack to me. Real time, it looks like it's just.
Did the hand affect his one step to get to that football? That's the question.
No, and I don't think the ball was thrown well enough to where, it's so far out of bounds. Like if that ball's short and hits cross in the back of the head, maybe you get the call. I don't think there's enough there.
Yeah, I don't either.
Take one more look at it. See, now we're in super slow mode. He's pushing off. He creates separation. He tugs the jersey.
Little pull.
That's the little just grab of the jersey.
So one of the things I asked Torbert about this week, because he was in to talk to the media, when you replay a non-call such as that, do you watch it frame by frame, super slow-mo, or do you watch it full speed? Because certainly, as we said, the officials thus far
should do both.
Have sided with the calls on the field, the way the game's been officiated on the field. And
I would watch it in the same way that they have to see it on the field.
That's what I think when you start to look at these non-calls.
You can see anything.
Because you can see anything once you start to slow it down frame by frame.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands as called.
Good.
An incomplete pass.
Hey, we're learning something here.
Yep.
New York is charged with
I've learned more than Shermer has in 3 games.
We've seen it in every game. Challenges.
Now, the reason this rule is in is because of this play. And we all understand that. You want to talk egregious? Oh. And you can't see the play enough.
Wow.
How
Lewis
and launching.
Leveled by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And the Giants with Kenny retreating.
Sniffed out the screen.
And Coward in his grill. Rod Mayo on the sideline. It has been.
3rd down. There's Wise. It's tough. Low red area here. It's tough as a pass rusher because there's only so much you can get after the quarterback here.
Player spotlight brought to you by Putnam is on. Dietrich Wise. Tanny again to the end zone. Once more looking for Russell.
I don't blame him. Likes that matchup. Just give him a chance to catch it. 2 balls, and I think he'd rather have back. Both out of bounds.
So, excuse me, another shot of Mayo on the sideline. It's been seemingly a smooth transition, which doesn't really seem to surprise anybody for Gerard Mayo going into coaching after a brief hiatus from the game. Played, did some broadcasting, worked in the business world. Now we're on the headset.
Yeah, I was working with him last year. Working with him. He's my guy.
See, the impressive thing is knowing what to call and when to call it. Now, obviously, he's going to understand the calls and the terminology. You know, that's one thing. Like, I know the terminology. I couldn't just start calling plays.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, he's a smart guy.
He's our running backs.
I'm a smart guy. I don't think I could do it either. No. It's tough.
You get any questions here with any of these guys? Because this is exactly the way I have it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that right there. I agree with that list. Some good players right there.
Brillo, what do you think of Burkhead?
But I think what Burkhead gives you is a little bit of the versatility to be able to be involved in both the running game and the passing game. I think they like that down the stretch last year. We saw it in overtime against Kansas City in the AFC Championship game, as well as Sony Michel ran in that game. I think that Burkhead's presence on that final drive allowed forced Kansas City to be on its heels a little bit in guessing. So I think they like the versatility, but I also think you might see a little bit more of Sony Michel in the passing game this year based on what we've seen at practice during the course of training camp.
On number 34, Tilly, 100% concur with you on that. I just think that the 2 most important people on the offensive side that also like Rex Burkhead are number 12 and Josh McDaniels because of that versatility.
And after Rosas connected on the field goal, delivers another touchback. Brosette, rookie free agent out of LSU, back on the field for the Patriots. One of the 2 rookies at that position, Damian Harris, drafted out of Alabama. He's been impressive. Banged up a little bit last week.
This is good. Gordon and Thomas still getting reps here. I like that.
Got to get in game shape.
That's the thing, too. Damaris put the ball on the ground. You just don't want his night to be over there.
Thomas aligned to the near side along with Gordon. Brissett takes the handoff. And not much there. In fact, no gain on that rush.
This is where Demaryius Thomas is going to be tested right here. Little give to the backside. You stack 2 receivers, twins left. He's got to go down and stalk and block that safety. Stuff we haven't seen him do in Denver. Can you be a blocker? Because you need to be more than just a pass catcher here in this offense.
Defense confuse you. They got no coverage on Thomas.
Covered.
Walk out.
See if Stidham recognizes.
You gotta
buy some time with some pump fakes and then try to get to the sideline. Spun down by Goodson.
You never want a D end on a receiver.
That was odd. They were late getting lined up and then just had a 3-man rush. Kind of all yelling at each other right now.
We're in the final seconds of this first quarter. The Pats struck first, but then a couple of turnovers lead to 10 points for New York. And Stidham will not get the snap off before the between quarter break. So in this preseason finale, the Patriots trailing the Giants 10-3 after one here in Foxborough.
Patriots preseason football is brought to you by JetBlue, Boston's #1 airline and the official airline of the New England Patriots. And by Gillette, official shave of the New England Patriots.
100th year in the NFL. Patriots in this preseason finale trailing the Giants here at home, and there'll be plenty to cheer about when they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers a week from Sunday. This game often becomes a family night. Many in these parts have gone back to school, but still great to see a lot of the young kids in attendance. Jarrett Stidham, the rookie quarterback out of Auburn, is going to rear back and throw it long for Josh Gordon, and Gordon can't come up with it. With a penalty, however, on the Giants cornerback, Henry Tulliver.
I was going to say, why isn't Josh going up with 2 hands? I think maybe his other hand was grabbed.
That turf is hard. He took a pretty good lick hitting the ground.
They're so big when they fall, man. They fall.
Pass interference. Defense, number 38. Automatic first down at the spot of the foul.
We saw that all through camp. Whether it's a drill, whether it's a in-game, to kill Harry going down. And Josh has made some of those circus catches. He's just so strong. Yeah, grabbing that left arm.
Gordon played his last game for the Patriots December 20th of a year ago before his suspension. Tom Brady averaged 10.5 yards per attempt when targeting Gordon in 2018. Now Stidham going back down the right sideline. This time for Thomas. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Patriots.
That's what he does. What we were just talking about, his ability to use his body downfield. Demaryius Thomas, he won't run every route in the book. But back shoulder fade stop and that bubble screen down the line of scrimmage. It's huge. Here he is, and it's all down the sideline, vertical. Look at the quick feet off the Achilles. That's a good sign. And then he just slows it up. That's a guy that's done it time after time after time. What a guy like Peyton.
Yeah, it gave me nightmares.
No chance for a defender. I mean, it's covered. It's just...
That's a tough play. It's hard to stop.
It's a good throw by Stidham.
Great throw.
Pats are going to go for 2 here. Thomas has done it in the regular season 86 times in his NFL career, catching touchdown passes. And now Stidham with a quick set, throwing it for Thomas. Knocked down by Tulliver.
That's one where he's got to be stronger. Come down flatter. Help him out.
Back to the ball.
There on the back shoulder. Thomas from Stidham for 6. Third touchdown pass of the preseason for the rookie quarterback, with Thomas making his Patriots debut. And Tom Brady on the sideline, looking forward to working with Demaryius Thomas a week from Sunday, and Josh Gordon, who drew a 35-yard defensive pass interference on that series.
Quick numbers right there posted. About 1/4 of play time. And that's what Brady likes, and that's what they tried to do so much last year with Josh Gordon, is force that back shoulder fade stop type throw on the sideline, and they just can never get on that same page. But Demaryius runs a great route doing that.
Well, a week from Sunday, the Patriots will unveil the 6th championship banner. And our next game update brought to you by Ace Ticket, where New England fans go for tickets to all their favorite events. Visit aceticket.com. Next Sunday night, Patriots and the New York Giants. celebrating Super Bowl 53, then beginning the quest to reach Super Bowl 54. Packers and the Bears, of course, begin the 100th NFL campaign with their 199th meeting on Thursday. A run by Gallman. What a shed a tackle, but nonetheless brought down on the edge.
All right, so
Dawson.
You know I'm a big uniform guy. And complimented the Giants. You know, we come out in pregame, you see, wow, it's classic, quintessential pro uniform. Let's not overthink Thursday night, okay? I don't want to see some crazy Green Bay. You know, the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears, two of the best uniforms in the National Football League. Don't touch it for Thursday. I know it's the big anniversary. I know that's the kickoff. Let's not get cutesy here. We don't need to sell any more uniforms. Enough Aaron Rodgers jerseys.
I think in those salmon pants, you are certainly in position to police the fashion around the NFL
Salmon,
tonight.
pink, salmon.
Pink, yeah.
It's a nice color.
They got a penalty on the run and a hold on the Giants.
Offense number 68, 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Some look prettier in pink than others. For instance,
don't need that.
A little interesting. Not too many times you play a team in the preseason.
I like that one.
Play in the regular season.
Yep. These teams are going to meet on a Thursday night in 6 weeks.
So what do you show them? Nothing.
Nothing. It's a good point. Nothing. Like, I'd be worried about that, you know, that type of throw there. You know Thomas. I mean, if you study Demaryius Thomas's entire career, those are the routes he runs. Bubble screen, fade stop.
Yep.
Danny on the check at the line of scrimmage. Standing in, hit on the throw, and then leaving his receiver out to take a hit by Juwan Williams.
Keep making plays.
Bearing Britton Golden.
I like this kid. I like this kid a lot. I like the size of him. I like his physicality.
Good break.
Great break. Perfect textbook tackle for you kids watching at home.
Head across.
Like last year, they would have called leading with the head there. They tried to, at least in the preseason. That just didn't stick. That's a good football tackle.
Second round pick out of Vanderbilt, finishing that play, forcing the Giants into a 3rd down and 11. With a 4-man rush, time for Tanny. Firing to Russell. Late recovery by Crossan.
He was there.
A little underthrown there.
Ball's a little short.
Yep.
Oh, it's a good route, but it's a good recovery by Crossan. Receiver sort of just fading, not coming back for the ball.
Got to get it at the highest point.
And you see the reaction in the background of veteran teammates not playing in this game. The McCourty twins. Matthew Slater coming off the sideline along with Brandon Bolden. With Olszewski. The windmill for the fair catch. They like what they saw from Keon Crossan with a pass broken up in this 10-9 Giants lead. Day 5 families were treated to a very special day, meeting with owner Robert Kraft, posing with the Lombardi trophies, and then spending time on the field with quarterback Tom Brady.
How many years you play with Brady, Rob?
8 years.
And that not only happens prior to games, and sometimes you guys as a team, and I know, take time.
There's not an
practices.
There's not an owner out there that would call and leave a voicemail for you after you're done playing on the birth of your child. And he had recently just done that for me. So one of the best out there, if not the.
It's good stuff right there.
Brissett trying to sweep to the outside, and he is shoved to the boundary. The Patriots just held their premier event, at which one of the most prestigious honors in this organization was given to Kyle Van Noy as the Ron Burton Community Service Award. And as much as that award means to this team, we're going to take a look back at that night in just a little while. But
I'm glad,
reflective of the emphasis on community service and the spirit of volunteerism inspired by Myra Kraft and, of course, implemented by Robert Kraft and his family.
I'm glad you brought up Van Noy, because you go back to that last series where Crossan broke it up and you said, wow, look at the bench in a 4th preseason game. Kyle Van Noy called into our radio show, Mark Bertrand and myself, and talked about how things are different this year with the veterans. Like, yeah, we know we got a veteran crew. That's a nice catch by Gordon on the slant. That's what you want to see. Catch the ball and carry people, the size of it. Yeah. He's right here. Again, it's the slant, it's the cross right there. Quick out, give it to him. But getting back to Van Noy here, he said, what's different this year is us as veterans get excited for other guys making plays. And that's something Bill stressed over the course of it. Rob, you remember turning on film, watching highlights. Hey, why would we only have one guy getting excited over somebody making a play? Let's get 10 guys around the guy.
It's infectious. You know, when you have a team.
Playmakers.
When you have a team and they're all rallying around each other, making plays, the other team, you kind of see them, they just kind of crumble. You know, the whole energy just disappears. So the more you can do that, and when the bench is involved, it just makes it that much more special when you do make a great play.
And it's not for show just in the games. We hear guys on the sideline in practices, especially leaders like the McCourty twins, imploring younger teammates, cheering on guys, many of whom aren't going to be here in a week.
When you're an older veteran player too, you want to help the young guys. I remember when I was a rookie and some of the old vets, Jason Taylor, Zach Thomas, when I was in Miami in 07, they helped me out. And you think back when you're a veteran, and when I remember when I was a rookie, that's what you think. I remember when I was a rookie, and the older guys that help you out, you really appreciate that, and it helps you in your career.
And
a
lot of these guys
looking good. Look at them.
A lot of these guys aren't playing tonight. Like there's your McCourty brothers, but they're fully suited out. You know, they're there to support the other guys that are playing. You're not bigger or more important than anybody else on the team.
Matching chains. They look good.
You see that University of Miami turnover chain at 305? That thing is dope, man.
Yeah, I like it.
I love it. I think it brings excitement to the college game. There are no stiffs down there.
Stidham on the comeback. Again connects with Demaryius Thomas.
And I say oof because this ball had enough on it. Now, it wasn't one of Stidham's hardest throws that we've seen in 4 games. But it's that back shoulder. I'm going to get going upfield, stop. But it's off the back foot by Stidham because he has a guy putting his hand right there in his face. But it's a strong enough throw to get it there. That's a deep out route.
Another injury timeout here in Foxborough. Friends, Encore Boston Harbor is making it easier to get to and from their resort. Luxury bus service to Encore Boston Harbor is available from Patriot Place in Foxborough. Service Monday through Thursday, 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. One-way rides are only $7. To learn more or to make a reservation, please visit EncoreBostonHarbor.com/transportation. We're at Gillette Stadium, home now of the Encore Boston Harbor Terrace, where Steve Burton will be at halftime.
What the heck's Brady doing?
A little balance. You gotta stay balanced in the pocket.
Oh my gosh.
That count for pliability.
Sato
all together.
Not my friend. What's that? Was Karate Kid 3?
Yeah. No, that's
Fred Sato.
Yeah, no, that's 2.
Look at these two.
When he goes on the
yeah, you do it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Buddy. Yeah, look. What do you got to do? I'm gonna
Let me try that.
Oh yeah.
Hey, skip.
My gluteus, my glute. I need to get that a little, and then I'll be able to tighten up in the abs.
Yeah, wait, look at
my bicep veins. Look at me. Oh, I got good balance.
That's Ninkovich saying all this.
Yeah, this is me. I can do it because I'm their friends. I have clearance.
Oh, dude,
you're not their friend.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Look where you're at.
I'll call
you already crossed the
line. No. I'll call Julian and Tom.
Nope.
Hey, I'm going to text them right now.
No, you're
Big goal for Brosette. And a first down for the Pats.
You're the enemy now. You got to understand that.
You are the enemy.
I learned that quick. They don't like you anymore.
They love me. They love me.
That's what they tell you. There you go. Nice little run up in the middle.
Little wham. Wham block.
Oh, high-low action.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good stick right there by Izzo. That was Izzo, correct? Tight end in motion, little wham.
A little flash or wham. It's the end of the line of scrimmage. It's a flash.
That's Beck. That's on me. That's not Izzo.
Yep.
It's 86.
Pats are knocking on the door without flash.
Well, 3-step.
A throw to Demaryius Thomas, however. And he makes the catch once again from Jared Stidham. They're finding a chemistry here.
I mean, Demaryius Thomas, looking at him again. Here he is at the bottom of your screen. Little bend route outside. Ball's behind it, catches it. But I'm watching the feet. Is he favoring anything? Little quick steps at the top of the route. Achilles looks good to me. And this is, I think, the most exciting development through 2 quarters here, or at least a quarter and a half tonight, is the way Demaryius Thomas looks. Get him up and running.
A lot tonight. Thomas certainly. Second down and 3. Stidham to Brosette. Up the gut.
It's a good stick.
That's the first and goal to go for New England.
So you go back to an encore. I guess Steve Burton's going to be doing halftime from there. Steve loves casinos. He's never passed a free meal up.
So when are we going to go rip it up there, me and you?
Who's driving?
Who's
Uber? Matt Smith will drive. Matt Smith will drive.
Somebody else. Hey, Bob, can you drive us?
He's a driver.
Yeah.
Well,
you got that nice car. What do you got, a Cadillac or something?
Yeah.
You look like a Cadillac.
Be careful. You end up in his trunk. He's one of those crazy ones.
The big trunk, the older Cadillac.
Need the leg room. For the first and goal to go, the Pats spread it out.
Give it.
Stidham.
Late. Give it.
Throw it. There it is.
Throws it
There you go.
for Thomas. Touchdown, Patriots.
All right, take number 88, put him on the bench.
Yep, he's good.
That'll help the receiver position. We'll get back talking about that as you do the groupings, but take into account what the defense is, but still good play by Stidham. Nothing there. It's got to be, when you're down and tight inside the 10, it's got to be 1, 2, 3, that ball's got to be out. But he scrambles, makes a play, and puts enough touch on it to where only his guy, Demaryius Thomas, on a scramble play. Now I say a scramble play, why is that? He breaks containment. Thomas comes from all the way the other side of the field and comes over and makes a play. That's a nice job by the veteran.
It's one of the hardest plays to defend, a scrambling quarterback in the low red. Try to plaster the best you can. When I say plaster, you just find a receiver and try to stick on him.
Gostkowski for the point after. Out of the hold by Bailey. 7 catches on 8 targets tonight for Demaryius Thomas.
All right, here we go. Now, here's good pressure up front. This is what this all starts with. So they got trips to the top of your screen. Yep. Here's Stidham. Boom. And I say, give it to him right now. Get screwed up. But here comes the backside here. You know, he's on the scramble. Everybody moves this way. Here, move this way. And that's what you teach. The front guy, the guy closest to the quarterback. Now, if this is out in the middle of the field, you take off. Everybody else, slide across the field with him.
Well, the last few weeks, the wide receiver depth chart has changed dramatically for the Patriots with the return of Thomas, Gordon, Edelman. There's a look at the projected 6 on the projected 53. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, I think you got the 2 rookies making it here. Jacoby Myers has done enough all preseason. No, he's barely playing tonight. And he showed you through camp that he belongs. Where's he belong? Is a 5th or 6th? Probably. N'Keal Harry's not going anywhere. And I got the other 4 vets making it.
You look at Harry, Gordon, and Thomas. Those 3 guys. How do you match up on that? That's tough. I mean, those are 3 big bodies.
You got to go 3 safeties at times, like the Patriots have. Now, what is the team's depth? And that's how you draft guys. That's how you build rosters. Paul, your take on those 6 that we have making it?
Yeah, absolutely in agreement with the personnel that you guys chose, and I also agree with Nick. You know, with the size of these guys, I think you're going to see a lot of back shoulder plays like the first touchdown tonight to Demaryius Thomas. I just don't know how you defend stuff like that if you can consistently get in a rhythm. And Brady, we already saw it last year a little bit with Josh Gordon. I think it's going to be the same kind of stuff with Thomas as well. Now, we'll see what the rookie Harry can do when he gets healthy, and we get a chance to see him out there on a regular basis with Brady. But, again, a little bit of a different receiving corps from New England. We haven't had this many big bodies, and then you still have the Edelmans and the Dorsetts, you know, a little bit of smaller guys. And then Myers is kind of in between because he's got a lot of size, but he's a really good slot guy, too.
Yeah, and that's the big thing is the precision passing. So that's the nice thing that they could take a look at here with Stidham is the accuracy is kind of upper level type stuff there. And I'm not saying he's Tom Brady, but Brady's going to pinpoint those throws where he wants it. So they're going to work with this, and it's exciting for Tom here to have these type of bigger bodies rewinding to 3-4 weeks ago where he really had nothing.
And then you add in the running game with the backs that you have. That's the dynamic offense you want. Run the football, play action pass.
We haven't even seen
James White in the flat, wheel routes, empty. I mean, McDaniel's going to have a field day.
Especially early. I think, you know, and that's where you catch people sleeping like Pittsburgh coming out of the gate.
Oh, they'll have no clue.
You could go empty and no huddle first drive. And next thing you know, it's 7-zip, 4 minutes in.
Footsteps.
DJ Jones heard him and dropped it after Malik Gant delivered a big hit on the run. Webster on the coverage there.
What's the over and under on that horn being blown? Did that ever bug you as a player?
No, I think the only thing that bugged me is I made a sack and I'd hear wrecking ball come on. It came in like a wrecking ball. That I was always like,
Cyrus.
what?
Yeah.
I was like, what?
You ever seen the
some
video?
like Metallica or something.
They didn't come to you for
The video. They didn't ask me.
You want like Enter Sandman
request.
Dum dum dum. Yeah, or something upbeat. Wrecking Ball's upbeat, but
I'm not saying anything.
no, I like it. But is it me?
Munson chasing Tanny to the far sideline. He's going to scoot out of bounds, and he finds the first down marker.
Yeah, I thought he was going to pull up.
A little bit of holding.
To hit him from behind.
He looked like he wanted to. He didn't know when he was going to slide there.
Again, Ron Torbert.
Holding. Offense. Number 64. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, third down.
And to go back to the thought about the big receivers, we know there's no Gronkowski. Do the big receivers help to make up for that absence of a big pass catcher at that position?
Low red. When I said low red, back shoulder, you don't have a guy up the middle like Rob that can just go and get the ball now without having Rob here. So you have those big receivers, spread them out, throw a fade.
We got Jakob playing linebacker here. You got a fullback playing linebacker.
Or you can do.
Jakob Johnson won't count against the Patriots. On their roster was a special team standout of Tennessee. He's a native of Germany, part of the International Pathway program. Running the loop up the middle and now chasing Tanny, who throws to the far side. Intercepted along the sideline.
2 feet
Picked
in.
off by Keon Crossan.
Nice pressure. Again, sideline goes nuts. The entire defensive unit. Catch it clean, catch it clean. Yo.
He's got it.
Does the right foot stay down? Doesn't have it. Doesn't have it. Now he has it.
Ooh.
He may. Oh.
It's going to be close.
That's a tough one. I'd give it the money effort.
All turnovers are reviewed automatically. Ruled a catch, interception on the field.
Got to see enough to overturn it.
Last year in this game, J.C. Jackson cemented his spot with the Pats with 2 interceptions. As a rookie free agent cornerback, became a starter by the end of the year.
They're giving it to him.
Pats have turned it over twice, and now the Giants give it up. Stidham trying to stretch the lead, hands it off to Brissett. Tough running for 3. Well, we know who's not here at tight end. Rob Gronkowski. Right now, with Benjamin Watson suspended for the first 4 games of the regular season, and grouping James Devlin with the tight end spot. We'll start with Paul Perillo. That's the group that we've gone with on the projected 53.
Looks good to me, and you could put pretty much anybody in there, and I'm just going to flip a coin. Matt LaCosse is a guy that looked like he could catch the ball a little bit, and then he got hurt, and we haven't seen much of him. But I do think he has the potential to at least contribute in the passing game. Ryan Izzo, I think, showed something. He had a nice catch with Brady last week. I think he's more of a blocking kind of guy, but really, you're looking at a couple of guys that are suspended at least for the first week in Kendricks and Watson, so they're out of the picture. I think it's what you guys have. I think LaCosse stays, and I think Izzo stays. I think Steven Anderson is another guy that sort of factors in here, maybe as a pass-catching guy. Just haven't seen enough of him.
Pats are going to operate out of the bunch on a 3rd and 2. Flat design roll and a throw into the flat for Brissett.
Flat left. Easiest throw.
It's a good conversion right there. You got Olszewski in the game now, too. So Gunnar Olszewski first playing minutes here. And we just haven't seen Braxton Berrios. It's good action right there. Flip it, give it to him, get the ball out in front. That's all you can say on that one. Good catch from back. Backs have shown they can catch the ball here in the preseason. That's good.
5th time in 6 third down conversion attempts. The Patriots have been able to move the sticks. Delayed give. Brissett with some tough running.
It's one thing. They're so well coached, these running backs, by Ivan Fierce. And I had Ivan back in the day in the early 90s coming from Syracuse when McPherson brought him here. And that's a guy that's stuck around the league. And he doesn't take any you-know-what from any of these guys. He doesn't let guys go up and, Rob said you don't want to easy foot it up in the hole.
Don't stop your feet.
Just go north-south.
Hit it.
There's nothing east-west, north and south. Let's get what we can. Let's huddle up.
There's nothing that aggravates a running back coach more than a short yardage. Stop your feet. Run. Put your head down.
Nothing's there. Just go.
Drive the pile. The best running backs, there's no hole and they still get a yard or two.
So this is good situational football here for Stidham. So you're sitting here, you get a 6-point lead. You look at the clock. The ball's in a good spot here, 22-yard line. So you want to take some time off the clock here. Let's get it down under 4, under 3. You're already in field goal range. Let's convert this third down. Let's move it again. Let's score and run his clock out.
Look flat left.
Again on the roll.
Throw it out.
It's a good decision right there.
See, I love that.
Forcing it.
I love that. If there's nothing there, okay, we got a great field goal kicker. Let's see if they can go out here and execute. Snap, hold, kick.
It's an area of concern here where everybody's going to be watching the rhythm of this kicking unit here, meaning snap, as you said, hold by Jake Bailey. And Steve putting it through.
There's been a miss in every preseason game thus far.
A little windy up top.
40-yard attempt.
A little windy.
The rookie punter Bailey again to hold on a snap from Joe Cardona. In place, Gostkowski's kick is good.
Money.
There we go. Laces out. Laces out.
That boy Jake.
Real spots net, huh?
Got some funky wind up there too, and down in the south end zone.
A little swirling wind.
Oh, it's nice when you don't have to spin it.
Cardona with the nice, beautiful snap.
Yeah, I mentioned this on the broadcast last week too. When we had the whole operation, it was the Aussie snap that I would get the ball, put it down, and it was 97% of the time I would have laces in my front hand.
Oh,
but I would never have to spin it.
Well, I used to snap a little bit there, Zoe, and I've snapped many a football, and you can mess with the laces and you can not hold the seams, and it'll actually give the holder a great ball if you can do that. So some of the best are able to put the laces where they want them.
And these are two guys who know of what they speak. Zoe, you're one of the last non-punters to hold in the NFL. Rob, you're one of the non-long snapping specialists to long snap at a game in the NFL in recent memory. Did it against Green Bay.
In Green Bay, it was a little chilly too, and, and our snapper couldn't go. So I played every snap on defense.
Is that why you wear green?
Oh yeah,
this thing's sweet.
It's money green. That's money green.
TV down there.
All right, but every snap on D and every field goal and punt snap, it was impressive. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kidding. I did my job. I did my job, right? So
that's right. You guys want some of these salmon pants?
Oh, I like them.
These are nice. Huh?
Would that go with green?
Yeah,
see that
salmon goes with anything, man.
It's going this way. This is like Easter outfit.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Hey, okay. Nice. Back to defense. Oh, let me feel. Are they stretchy?
Yeah.
Ooh, you can do high kicks?
Joe's.
Ooh, nice.
You guys are
I got
right
the stretchy pants on, 4-way stretch. Nice.
Right at home on camera. Zoe, back to the radio booth for us a week from now. Nobody's going to be caring about what we wear in the stadium. Go. Tanny down the middle, contact from behind. There's a flag on the play as Dawson broke up the pass intended for Alonzo Russell.
It's got to be PI. He played the ball through the receiver.
Before the pass was thrown, illegal contact. Defense, number 28.
Can't touch him.
5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Yeah, Ron Torbert identified 28. That would be James White, but it's Duke Dawson who was on the spot there for the Pats defending.
5 yards is up. Got to let him go.
Oh man!
Don't hold him. A little dance there on the hips. Throw the flag.
It's not good. Gotta be better there. He knows.
Boo. Turn.
To Dawson.
There it is.
Dawson runs it back inside the 20.
That's a good makeup play. Attaboy. Boy, he forced that one.
Playing with Junior Seau, used to say, next play, buddy. Next play. Go out there and make a play. Bad throw behind him. Throw it up in the air. Yahtzee.
They're going to run it here.
So the second-year defensive back, second-round pick out of Florida, hampered by injury a year ago, comes up with a theft on the next play.
I want to see him take a shot right now. Just take a shot.
There it is. Stidham will do it for Myers. And contact in the end zone.
Ball in the one. Too much. Too much contact there. You got to be able to sell that more as a defender. I mean, they were on him at the 5.
Pass interference. Defense, number 24. The foul occurred in the end zone. The ball will be placed at the 1-yard line. Automatic first down.
Spot foul. It's one thing about PI that I don't like at this level is the spot foul. Yeah, you don't turn and even look for the ball.
No, hand on the inside.
Oh, he's got 2 hands pushing.
Via the neck.
Now that's much more contact than what we've seen.
Oh, of course.
Some of the ticky-tack ones that have gone to review. Stidham would rather have that throwback too. The ball wasn't very catchable.
Terrell Sinkfield, the guilty party on that pass interference. It accords the Pats a 1st and goal to go from the 1. Steven Anderson deployed along with Jacoby Myers, the 2 receivers to the left. Pats will operate out of the eye. Two-way player, Jakob Johnson, down a 3-point stance, the fullback, leading Brosette to the end zone, untouched.
As a defensive player, just an uncontested outside run is one of the worst feelings. So I tried, or as a defense, you try to never let that happen. So I'm sure those guys are going to be yelled at when they get back. Got to set the edge. Ooh, good down block there. Good crack block.
It's a nice bounce. Get to that pylon.
Gostkowski back out for the point after try.
Good block by Anderson here. 80. Watch him come down. Bang. Hits the end. Seals it. Outside run. Touchdown.
Skipper walls it off. Again, sideline excited. Look at the Patriots sideline. Look at the involvement with the entire offensive unit getting over there, talking it over. Defense down there, they're meeting.
It's Isaiah Wynn, part of that celebration on the sideline. Projected, of course, to be a starting offensive lineman for the Pats. There are the 8 with Jermaine Illuminor and Corey Cunningham. Or Illuminor, I beg your pardon, and Corey Cunningham, the 2 newcomers to this team acquired via trades.
That's your question right there. Teddy Karras, how good can he be early? And Teddy's a guy that's been around, understands the program. Scar's going to coach his tail up. He's got to make the right calls, get on the same page with the quarterback. David Andrews has played a lot of football and has played a lot of football at a high level. Guy's a winner.
I'd anticipate them going a little heavy personnel there. Okay. A lack of tight end. You got 2 tight ends with the fullback. You bring a couple guys in. Wynn coming back from an injury. Bring a tackle out there. Let's run the football. Heavy personnel.
The aforementioned David Andrews has started 57 games in his career. Paul Perillo, what does his absence mean to this team right now?
Yeah, I think it's a big absence, and I think that Zoe just hit it. You know, Ted Karras is going to have a lot on his plate. We've seen him play in short spurts, and he's done pretty well. But he's going to be asked, I think, to play the balance of the season. And I think it was interesting to listen to Bill Belichick talk in the pregame show today, mentioning a couple of veterans, Brian Schwenke and Jared Veldier, 2 offensive linemen they brought in. They both retired, and I think Belichick admitted that
they're locks.
Both of those guys were going to be on the roster. Yeah. So not surprising to see them go outside the organization this week and pick up a couple of guys. I think Illuminor is a guy to keep an eye on. It looked like he has the ability to play, but sort of frustrated the coaching staff in Baltimore. And I wonder if he has the ability to maybe play center and back up that spot, because I agree, James Ferentz right now is probably your best bet as a backup center, and I don't think he's had a great preseason. So, you know, it might be interesting to see what these 2 new guys can do.
Yeah, Illuminor, a 5th-round pick out of Texas A&M a couple of years ago. He was presumed to be the #1 guy on the depth chart coming out of the spring for the Ravens.
Here's my question going through it. Now, the Baltimore Ravens, we know who they are. They want to be this tough team with a lot of bravado, play defense, grind it out on offense. You're going to have a running quarterback, play action it. So they're going to need linemen, right? Arizona Cardinals, last year, Josh Rosen got hit 45 times, 45 sacks in 13 games.
It's a lot.
So if you're having issues, and the New England Patriots, who have been to 4 of the last 5 Super Bowls, come a-calling at the end of camp, why are they picking players off our depth chart on offensive line? Maybe we should take a closer look at these guys. If they deem them worthy, they're doing something right. What are we not doing right? You know, you understand what I'm saying?
Daddy's in trouble. Scooby Ryan comes up with a sack.
Because like the one trade was for a 4th rounder ultimately. All right, let's take a look at this defensive line. What's this call right here, Rob? Guy walking up at Sam, he comes out. It's just an easy game up front.
I can't really tell right now.
Man.
Was that no, it wasn't a flood.
They're not showing anything.
Just bring in the house. Let's bring everybody. See if they can block us.
Got 2-minute warning here.
Back to the offensive line, and versatility's always been valuable, but he's always, you touched on with Illuminor and Cunningham, those are guys that, you know, they really fit at one spot. Not necessarily swing guys per se, or guys who can shift on the interior from guard to center, left to right.
Coach is pretty specific on that. And what is going to be the designation with Andrews? Like you need to account for a roster spot 4 p.m. on Saturday with Andrews. If you feel there's some healthy information that we got regarding.
At what point could he possibly make a return if he can? If he, you know, that's the question.
Because it's not you can't tag him NFI.
No
football injury.
Nope.
Short-term IR. I think you could pump him at this point.
Nope. Cannot do that.
You got Joe Juan Williams on the outside here as a protected gunner. Boy, did he get beat on that one.
Johnny Townsend's punt. Gunnar Olszewski with a fair catch.
That's a good job on the fair catch.
So we're buried down to the 2-minute warning here in the opening half of play. Patriots have ripped off 23 unanswered points. Stidham, the starter.
These are really good reps for Stidham, and he may not play football for a long time.
That's the hope.
That is the hope.
That's the plan.
I'm not wishing him any ill will. It's 12 upright.
You know, a lot of these guys won't play football for a very long time. You know, that's the sad part about this game.
That's the hard part.
Yep.
Too. Hey, then you got to understand your role, work to get the team ready, and I think that's what the value of a guy like Hoyer brings. And, all the stories that came out of Super Bowl week, where he was in that offense, he understood it, he picked up on some things, alerted them to things that McVay did.
Brissett has one of the Patriots' touchdowns tonight. The defense looks on, staying stout in this preseason. Coming up at Gillette Stadium on the Geico halftime report, we're going upstairs to the Encore Boston Harbor Terrace to Steve Bergen, who's going to take us on a tour of some of the Gillette Stadium enhancements this year, plus stats and highlights of the opening 30 minutes of the preseason finale.
So he's up on the terrace. He's not at the casino.
I thought he was at the casino.
No, he's still got the first $20 bill he's ever made.
I got it.
Pull the lawnmower. Pull the lawnmower. Yes. Out.
Uh-oh.
Have another.
What is that?
This is Irish slap, step, something. He didn't know what he's doing. Boston.
Ride home.
Throw it. Stidham under pressure, unloads. Way to get rid of it.
Oh, that hurts when you get landed on like that.
Kill shot to the backside. Stidham. The Giants dropping like flies here.
Another Giant shaking up, Sean Chandler. He have an early interception, one of the 2 turnovers by the Pats, but they've rebounded well.
I'd like to see them run the ball here.
Yeah.
Preseason game number 4. Usually one of those high running games.
3rd down and 9.
Bringing everybody.
In the face of pressure, a throw off the hands of Myers. A bit behind him in midfield. But Stidham hanging in there to deliver.
A little bit behind him there. Let's see where the ball was at.
Yeah, pretty good push up the middle. That's tough in there. Two guys crossing in front of each other. I don't know if that's a miscommunication or.
Our first look tonight at Jake Bailey punting. He's had a net average of nearly 48 yards per kick. The rookie out of Stanford. T.J. Jones retreats inside the 15.
There it is. Good tackle.
T.J. Jones tackled by Damon Patterson.
It's a tough spot, the gunner position. Got two guys trying to block you. Look at them. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Receiver.
Keep going, keep going. Nice.
It's Tennessee caught the touchdown pass, correct?
Yeah, back shoulder from Jarrett Stidham. You get a chance to learn from one of the best ever when you're a Patriot, Matthew Slater, day in, day out.
So you got other
refining
teams,
his craft.
Other teams looking at this film too. So
that's what Bill said. You know, Coach said that in a radio interview with me prior to the game that, hey, you may not make the football team, but over the course of the years,
we got Wise with the sack. Okay,
we've had a lot of guys we've said, hey, it's not working here, but they leave the program and they end up being good pros somewhere else. So, and Bill even said it too. 1,300 guys are gonna, go through it. We need to study it.
Well, even in my career, early in my career, couldn't stick on a roster, and kept going, and eventually I've landed here, and it was a perfect situation. It's right place, right time, roster movement. Right. I went to New Orleans, and you got Will Smith and Charles Grant in front of me. How am I going to beat those guys out? It just doesn't happen. Go to Miami, I'm not playing in front of Jason Taylor, so I came here 09. They were looking for some people, and Vrabel's gone. They lost all their veterans, and worked out.
A couple examples from the recent past for the Patriots. Kenny Moore, who remembers him as a Patriot outside of really the diehard fans, and he became an instrumental part of the Colts defense last year. A guy like Crayvon LeBlanc was a cornerback for this team, played well in the preseason. There wasn't a spot for him, but he found his way on a playoff team with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Everyone's watching. You got to put it out there on tape. Good tape.
Olszewski will return it. Crash landing.
There you go. Hey, at least he's trying to make a play here.
By Terrell Sinkfield.
Ooh,
get what you can.
Good thing he got his legs up.
You know what? Looks a lot worse than it is, actually. Probably didn't feel much of that.
He's a tough kid. He's shown that certainly this preseason. He's made his mark on this team, whether he makes the team or not.
We might throw it 60 times here tonight.
Now Stidham going to drop back and fire it down the middle for Olszewski. And again goes airborne.
That's 4 more. 4 more than where he should have been.
Love that. Always hungry for more yards. I love it.
And he and his teammates are going to hurry up in the no huddle.
You only have 1 timeout left, so.
Stidham again escapes. Trying to get to the sideline. Looking to pick up a first down.
It's a nice job by Olszewski here. Helping to seal that edge just for Stidham to get outside. What can this call be?
Is this a blind side? I don't know.
No.
Did he? I don't know. This is a.
How can this be blind?
This would be interesting.
He was on the boundary coming back in.
I wonder if he peeled back, peeling back.
This can't be a peel back on a scramble, right?
It is a point of emphasis this year, the blindside block, and based on the video that we were shown this week by Ron Torbert.
Toss sweep, yeah.
They're looking for blockers to more or less set screens like basketball players, moving screens rather than.
Well, I think back on Sean Lee. Remember Sean Lee in Seattle? Russell Wilson's running out of the pocket. He just got destroyed. They're trying to take that out.
Yeah,
but I don't think this is
near hold. I understand that.
I don't think this is that play, but
might be a hold.
Personal foul, illegal blindside block.
There you go.
Number 9 of the offense.
What do I got? A crystal ball up here.
First down.
There we go.
Okay, let's see.
All right, we're going to take a look at consecutive plays here. Here's the deep dig that Olszewski makes the catch on to sort of set up this field position. He makes the catch, does a nice job here at the end of it with the effort to get an extra 4 yards. Get what you can. Here comes Stidham with the scramble. He's running it out, sees his buddies in help, knocks him down. He saw him. That's a bad call.
Bad call.
Terrible.
Terrible call.
Wretched. Wretched's the word you're looking for.
Keep playing like that, 9.
Yeah, the expanded rule says if
he saw it
moving toward his own end line, not toward the other end line.
I think what Rob's talking about is getting ear-hold, too. You don't see a guy coming, and you can't brace for contact.
Well, but the officials, though, this year, they've expanded the rule. And if you're going back to your own end line or parallel to the end line, and you make forcible contact to the opponent with helmet, forearm, or shoulder, they're going to call a penalty.
So maybe the first guy that he hit, they could have said that the guy wasn't looking and he got him quickly. The second guy, he saw him.
They dropped it on the second.
He helicoptered Gunner to the ground. So if you can prepare and see contact and protect yourself.
But to Bob's point, the black and white, that's the call.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a non-football. You're taking football out of football is what you're doing.
All right, 51 yards. Let's see.
I mean, we're all for eliminating concussions in the game, but this is ridiculous.
Come on, Steve.
Gostkowski has made 25 in his career from 50-plus in regular season play. Now he drills one from 51 here in the preseason.
We talk about Demaryius Thomas in the first half. The kicking game, the snap, the whole process, pinpoint perfect. It's good to get that up and running. Here's what you're talking about, Rob. First one?
This one, right there. Because he's not looking.
That's not the call. Here comes here. And the guy that dropped the flag was the guy that was trailing the play from the backfield.
Unless the flag just came out late. Maybe the official was fishing for his flag, because certainly of the two plays.
Look, Edelman's giving it. Yeah, this is good.
Edelman's saying, I do that all the time.
Edelman and Bill, too. You're taking football out of football. That's right. This is where Parcells would yell at Sims and say, go sit down and get some class. Don't be one of those no-class players, Sims. We'll have to bring out that video for the second half. We're looking for some fill in the fourth quarter. Sit down, Sims. I don't blame Belichick, who understands that rule that you read, Bob Socci, more so than any head coach in the league. Bill knows the rules, and the rules changes. They go over to fine-tooth comb. But now, this is getting to the extreme where a player can't brace. You turn? Okay, now I'm blocking for my quarterback, who is now a runner. That's fine. This is what he got called for here. This guy from behind didn't think this guy saw Olszewski coming. And he got T-boned, like you said, whirly-birded, Rob.
I honestly think it.
No, he told him, good job.
Yeah,
good job,
I honestly think it was the first guy. Maybe it was late to throw the flag. The second one, there's no way that could be a flag.
In either way, you have to appreciate, again, the toughness of Olszewski. That sequence of plays, regardless of a penalty or not.
Bill's going to say, don't even worry about that.
He just did.
Tom Brady waiting on his next opportunity a week from Sunday when the regular season commences here in Foxborough. On this night, the preseason closing out with the Patriots on top of the Giants at the half by the 29-10 scored. Jarrett Stidham fighting Demaryius Thomas twice. Back on the bike tonight. Back in the lineup for the Patriots, a receiver with a 29-10 lead at halftime over the New York Giants. Let's go down to Steve Burton.
Well, joining me now is Patriot head coach Bill Belichick, and I want to talk about your receiving core, the guys that haven't seen a lot of action, seeing action for the first time. Gordon, Edelman, Thomas. Your impression on those guys?
Yeah, well, we want to get everybody in there. So, like you said, there were some guys that haven't seen much action, and they got a little bit tonight.
How about your ability to bounce back? Some of these young guys facing adversity, quarterback Jarrett Stidham being able to bounce back the way he's doing.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, these guys have played a lot of football this preseason, and you know, there have been some good plays and been some bad plays from everybody, but they're competing well tonight, so we'll see how it goes in the second half.
Coach Belichick, good luck in the second half.
Appreciate it, Steve. Thank you.
You got it. Guys, let's go back upstairs to you.
All right, Steve, thanks so much. And the second half will get underway with Jarrett Stidham to look on at rookie classmate Jake Bailey, his first opportunity tonight to kick off. We've seen Gostkowski regularly force touchbacks for the Giants, and Bailey picks up where Steven left off. I think we'll start from the 25.
I think we're going to see a lot of that, especially down the stretch. Take a little bit of wear and tear off Steven. You don't see Vinatieri kicking off anymore, but he is 48 or whatever.
Yeah, the ageless one in Indianapolis. Bailey's guy's a very good athlete, too. It's going to be interesting to watch as the year unfolds.
Definitely.
Giants are going to go to their third quarterback of the evening. Kyle Lauletta, second-year QB out of Richmond. Handles the low snap. And Perkins fights his way out of a tackle.
Nice run.
Good hard run. Running to midfield.
Good legs turning. Lauletta's a guy that they like coming out of the draft, you know, and look at his development and how much that's going to be stunning. We're getting a guy like Jones as high as they picked him, and obviously Eli Manning's still there. He's never got his pads on, which drives me crazy.
I don't get it.
I don't understand. And all their starters on the Giants side are dressed out, but did not come out of the locker room with shoulder pads on. Just come out in street clothes if you're going to do this. I think it's disrespectful to the rest of the team. Now, things are different here. I understand that. They do things differently here.
Yes, definitely. Everyone is going to be in uniform, full uniform if you're a Patriot.
I remember when Parcells took over here. No, I'll leave the player's name out of it, but it was a former team captain. Started unsnapping his pads and took them off after he was deemed done halfway through the second quarter. Parcells went nuts on the sideline. Put your pads back on. Who do you think you are? To indicate to the rest of your team you're shutting it down. You're here with the rest of these teammates. It's just an odd look standing there with a game jersey on with no pads. It's like, you know, hey, maybe I'm different.
Not around here, as you said. Lauletta,
nice
pressure, slides up. Oh, Dawson, hardly intercepted.
See, and we mentioned Dawson at halftime. Make another play here in that second half if he's potentially going to be a bubble guy. Tough to be a bubble guy when you're a second-round pick. You get multiple chances, but nice job by Lauletta sliding in the pocket. He's trying to throw that dig cut to the right side, and Dawson just undercuts it, and it goes right through his hands. Should have had it. Should have 2 picks here on the night. That would help his case.
Well, you mentioned the word disrespectful. These guys that are on the field, they've been working just as hard as everybody else, including, of course, all the veterans who know they're going to be here a week from Sunday.
If not harder.
Yeah.
Everybody out here is doing all the look cards. They're running down on scout team kickoff, scout team return. So, I mean, they're playing hard and practicing hard.
Stick.
Big hit.
Conrad, the tight end, open in the defense. The secondary brought down with that first down reception. Calvin Munson, guy in an interesting spot for the Pats. He's a former Giant, picked up by the Patriots and put on their practice squad last year, trying to make this team as more of a special teams guy. Throw underneath, wide open again for Conrad. Breaking down to bring him down is Webster.
It's interesting as we zoom in on those helmets, and I'm so much more aware of it now since this Antonio Brown thing and with Hard Knocks and all that, about how many different types of helmets there are in the league that you can wear. And it's in the 30s, but they can't find one for Brown. But now one's going to get customized, and he's going to end up getting a cut for it. Like he doesn't have enough money, right?
Yeah, it's a joke. But anyway, I wore that helmet my last year, and it was very comfortable. So I don't know why he was having an issue.
That's a Vices right there.
That's the one that Jules is wearing. Yep. It's got a soft shell. I bet you I could like design a nice helmet. I'm just not an engineer, so I don't know.
Boot. Lauletta off the bootleg. Oh, nearly intercepted by again.
Got to squeeze it.
They'd love to have that one
but
back.
Again, there's Dawson again starting to make some plays here. Now, but do you consider the type of personnel you're up against, and how do you evaluate the player? Because you want it a little bit more by now. But Lauletta's outside the pocket here. He's looking. You see him forcing Dawson, takes away the underneath. He's just trying to stick it to that backside tight end, dragging all the way across.
What do you think of that helmet, Rob?
I don't think there's much protection there. That's like, you know, when you're a kid and you got those helmets, you buy the kit, you know. I used to
huff.
When I was like 8, I used to actually play with that thing. Oh, no, I'm kidding.
You go to Sears and get them, right? Or like
yeah, like
sports.
Yeah.
Called Husky.
I was a Bugle Boy Husky type guy. I was. Yeah. My mom said I wasn't chubby. I was thick bone.
Thick boy. He's big bone.
I was thick. Turned out all right. Still thick, though.
There's that horn again.
There it is. Foghorn. Can't see anything. It's the Pats.
This place should be nuts next Sunday.
Oh, it's gonna be going.
Look forward to that one. Pittsburgh Steelers. That's a great way to open the season right here. Drop that banner.
I'm pretty pumped. I bring the XL.
Tailgating all day. We'll come down to your house.
Yeah, I bring the Seattle Super Bowl trophy. I'm bringing it out. I'm pumped.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
You're gonna be part of that.
Part of it.
That's great.
Backing up Lauletta with another completion to Reggie White Jr. Well, Robbie, you opened a season after the Seattle Super Bowl against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, these guys are
Thursday night.
They're going to be. It's going to be a tough matchup, like it always is.
Yeah, but eventually you guys figure out a way to wear them down here.
Definitely.
Pittsburgh, tougher place to play with the wind, with that one end zone, with the catch of bottles, close to the river.
It's a tough place to play, definitely is. Later in the season, too, that turf, they have like high school teams playing on it, college.
Big and green.
Oh, it's terrible. One of the worst surfaces in the league.
Nice thing is last time they were here, Bob and I were in Mike Tomlin's headset. He was listening to the radio, Patriots radio broadcast. We called that reverse pass, which eventually helped.
That was a Malcolm Brown sack, if not mistaken, of Antonio Brown. In his old helmet, of course.
What did he just repaint his helmet every year? What? We say he used the same helmets since he was.
Supposedly he went to a big box store, got silver paint. It's a dull silver paint. It wasn't even the same.
He repainted the Steelers
helmet, sneak it in. Yeah.
Wow. I just, it doesn't. For me, wouldn't you want the best technology?
At this point, it's a good question.
Swinging to Gallman, taken out by Kamala.
We get in a 95 Explorer and go for a crash test. No, doesn't make sense.
But I'll tell you what, if I'm in that 95 Explorer and I roll it 5 times and I survive and I walk away with not a scratch, which I did in a Ford Expedition, I went right back and got another Ford Expedition. Because that's comfort for me.
Yeah, it's comfort. I get it.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
and players have
it's psychological.
I had a superstition. I wore the same shirt my whole career, undershirt by the way, but not a helmet.
Look at Tom Brady's got to wear a new helmet this year after wearing the same helmet that he had worn in the last 4 Super Bowls, including, of course, Super Bowl 53.
But his pads are over 20 years old.
Yeah, he wears the same pad. Yeah.
They're milled that one.
And he was. Tom's, he's got that 2X, Rydell, that 2X, extra large. He's got a big dome, a lot of brains.
Tom does?
Yeah, the Rydell, the old Rydell that he was wearing, I would be swimming in that thing. I tried it on once just to see. Just wanted to put Tom Brady's helmet on.
What's all that hair he has now?
It's like the lettuce is full, thick. Looks good.
I would think you guys would be very particular, very proprietary about your equipment.
Definitely. Shoes are a big deal. Definitely.
I don't even know what those words mean, but to stop with these tactics, understand it.
And a third and goal.
Cleats.
Lauletta.
Going back.
Across the pick. And another near interception.
Wow.
Rawson had one earlier. That close to another.
This guy's just trying to give it to him.
Oh, my goodness.
Meaning Lauletta, he is just forcing the ball at this stage.
Across his body.
Don't ever throw back across the grain. Oh, he sticks it right on him for a touchdown.
Should have caught it.
That should have been a touchdown. There's so many bodies in there, you can't even see that from there.
Wow.
Aldrich Rosas will attempt his second field goal. Missed only one try all of 2018. From 27. And the Giants are back on the board. A couple of near picks, including this one, in and out of the hands of Keon Crossan. Early in the third, in preseason game number 4, Patriots over the Giants 29-13, as we take a look back at the drive of the game, brought to you by Toyota Tundra. Tundra, the definition of strength.
Not a lot. I mean, it's the slant with the quick out. They ran a ton of these combo routes. It's Josh Gordon with it. There's Brissett with the run, right up the gut. You see, Demaryius Thomas, really, that's the thing that stood out that first half. Here's his second touchdown off the scramble with Stidham.
Like it. They've looked really good. Even the first preseason game, where the Lions look so out of sorts.
They know what they're doing.
Yes. Every team just looks so bad.
We'll sum it up as this. You're coaching and a lot of concern this year going into the year, but you lost so much again.
Yeah.
You lost all these guys. One went to Miami.
You didn't lose.
One went to
who didn't they lose?
Head coach.
Head guy.
Olszewski with the
go.
first past the 25.
Nice run.
Out to the 30-yard line.
Nice run, Gunner. And that's the big thing. They're ready. You know, I mean, they are in tune. They're well coached. Good block. And that's what he's here.
You know, one of the things about Belichick's teams in our tenure together is people have had a tendency to say that September has become an extension of the preseason. But they've got several division games early on this year after Pittsburgh in week 1. Yeah, Miami, the Jets, and then Buffalo. It's imperative to get off to a good start in September.
How much did you get into the division versus outside the division talk? Because, like, the assumption is, okay, you're going to win a division. You're going to win a division each and every year. People make fun of the division, but those games end up being some rock fights.
They're always tough.
I mean, rock fights in Buffalo.
Buffalo is always a tough fight. At New York is always tough. The Jets never are just going to, like, okay, we're not going to win. Like, they're going to come out, they're going to play. So, you know, I hate when people say, oh, they're easily going to win every division game. That's not the case.
5-1 in the division. 5-1 in the division. That's what they say.
It's always a dogfight. So, you know, again, I just think that they're a great team. The Patriots are a great team, and Bill's going to say, look, we're going to go out here, we're going to execute, we're going to play well, and we're going to start fast. That's what they're going to do. They're going to have to do that.
That's the best thing. That's the best thing in my dealings with him from week to week. And we do the all access and the taping. It's every opponent's the same. It's not like this game.
They don't take anyone lightly. They don't take anyone lightly.
We get excited as radio show hosts, as broadcasters. You know, okay, you got Pittsburgh coming in Sunday Night Football. 1 o'clock Miami at home is the same to him as.
Same thing. Same thing. It doesn't matter.
And isn't that consistent, too, with the philosophy of everybody dressing out? He respects the game. He respects players. Yeah. He respects the opponent, the opposing coaches.
Got a flag on the field.
He got a penalty after that run.
Like tonight, too. I know he wanted to get Gordon, Demaryius, and Edelman out there and get him some game reps. But still, when those guys play and everybody else is watching, like,
third down.
Game 4 is no joke. To new guys here in the program.
And I think that he wants everyone on the field to understand that it's, look, I'm not playing, I'm not relaxing. I'm not playing, I'm cheering on my teammates.
He's still writing stuff down right now.
Of course. Looking at the play sheet.
8 minutes left, third quarter.
Looking at the play sheet, okay, what are they in? What are they running?
What's the call?
What's the call? Is everyone where they're supposed to be? And checking in with the assistants, the coaches.
After the penalty on Gauthier, Stidham goes to the flat, and Brissett is leveled back past the original line of scrimmage. With another Bailey punt coming up.
Usually the end of the season they're playing in Miami. This year they're going to be down there early.
I don't know what's better.
So that's what I'm saying. Is it going to be 95, high humidity?
I mean, this time of year it could be 65, 70.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah, so you never know.
2014, you guys opened there, right?
Yeah. I think the harder part is later in the year because it's freezing here. You go down there, the humidity, it takes it out of you.
After the punt with a fair catch, we head to a timeout midway through the third.
To Gillette Stadium, and this is why I love my job, because it doesn't get any better than a night like tonight. Giffords Ice Cream is the official ice cream of the New England Patriots, and joining me now is J.C. Gifford and sister Lindsay Gifford Skilling. How'd you guys become the official ice cream of the New England Patriots?
We're still wondering.
Just kind of reached out, see if they were interested in needing any partners, and it just within 8 days we became the official ice cream of the Patriots.
Now, is this a family business?
It is. 5 generations.
5 generations. And you guys have made, here's the deal, they made a custom flavor for the Patriots.
Yes, this is a flavor called Dough Your Job.
What is it called?
Dough Your Job.
Dough Your Job.
It's got little chocolate-covered caramel footballs with cookie dough pieces, melt fudge ribbon, and vanilla ice cream.
It doesn't get any better than that right now. Where can you pick this up?
You can get it at retailers throughout New England, as well as scoop shops throughout New England.
And here at Gillette Stadium as well. Where are you located out of?
We're right in Skowhegan, Maine.
Right in Skowhegan, Maine.
I love it.
Yep.
I love it. And Bob and Zoe, I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to take some of this.
Well, we have it too.
Wow.
Oh, you have it too.
I'm going to eat this
Of course,
whole
I
thing.
understand.
Steve, just keep talking for a while, please.
It is
Go ahead, Bird. Do some play-by-play.
And it's, this
delicious.
is perfect. This is great.
Absolutely delicious.
My favorite part is the little pieces of cookie dough.
Thank you so much.
You guys
We're very happy, very proud, and just really excited.
Wait till the players get a hold of it.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, guys. Dough your job.
Know it. That's good.
Dough your job.
Dough your job.
See, look at the guys up there. This stuff in their
This
faces
is
up in the broadcast booth.
It's really good.
Hey, guys, take it away. We love it.
All right.
As do we, Steve.
Bring it back to the truck, too. Dough your job.
We got to go back and dough our job.
Loving it. Thank you.
3rd and 10 for the Giants.
It's really
Let
good.
it down the middle to Jones. This is terrific.
This is nice. We should do this more often. It's like a peanut butter cup?
It's cookie dough, peanut butter. It's rolled up. It's good. It's good. It's good for your figure. I'll eat this whole thing.
I'm going to have one more bite.
I ate half of it already.
Caramel footballs team up with cookie dough.
Chatham and I did an
fudge
ice cream
straight
race.
field with vanilla ice cream.
You ever play Tip the Cup, Rob?
Flip
Sure
cup?
you have.
Flip
Yeah,
cup?
flip cup.
Yeah.
So we played, Matt Chatham and myself, we refereed a ice cream race where 4 kids got to play Flip the Dough Your Job Cup. You eat it, eat the whole thing, next kid goes, next kid goes.
How many rounds could you do that before you start?
2.
Oh, 2 rounds. Oh, that's a lot of ice cream. Stomach ache.
How many pints of ice cream do you think you guys can put away with the screen snuffed out right there? Well done by McThermott.
Probably do a gallon. I could probably eat a whole gallon.
Not mine. I push a product. Like I will sample that product, but Bob knows this. I'm not a big dessert guy.
Really? I'm really a dessert guy.
But I tell you what, this is good stuff.
This will make you a dessert guy. I'm heading to Maine tomorrow. I'm going to have to bring home some more Giffords. And definitely
Driving a
pick up
tractor
some
up.
Dough Your Job.
Perfect consistency right now. Nice and soft.
Love it.
Here we go.
Lauletta fired to the sideline.
Nice ball.
A laser completed to Alonzo Russell.
Yeah, Russell has shown a little something here tonight. I mean, he's got some size. And this is another one where if you trust your receiver and the defender's head has not turned, you can put the ball over the outside of the helmet, over the off shoulder, and give your guy a chance to go get it. And that's what he did. That's a good throw. That's where Demaryius Thomas and guys like Josh Gordon could give you something here with this offense.
Give you a lot. Give you a lot. I'm excited to see the groupings. Really, I am.
Perkins on the give, sidestep scan. And he rams his way forward to the 30-yard line. Sam among the Patriot tacklers along with Thurman.
So we go back to, okay, Ben Watson's not going to be here for the first 4 weeks. Obviously, Kendrick suspended week 1. You look at these other guys.
Yeah.
You say, okay, which one sticks? And guys like Paul Pearl said, hey, give me a quarter, flip it. Why doesn't it matter? Just because of that set that we saw where it's Gordon, Thomas, and Edelman kicked inside the slot. Now, who's the back? Is it James White? And can you go 2 back there with no tight end? Put Burkhead in motion to the strike side. How are you going to cover it?
You go like 4 strong. So say you got...
Because Thomas not going to get hit. Ball's going to be gone.
Oh, it's
you know what I'm
out.
saying?
It's out. So you got Thomas, Gordon.
And you saw some of the
Henry, right?
Right.
So they're right there.
Forgot about the
They're
Henry.
tight.
Yeah.
They're tight. They're in like a bunch formation, and then you run a wide route with James White to that side. I mean, it's like, what do you do there? Got a guy down 94.
Famba Kamalu gets the medical attention for the Patriots.
myself, actually. Can we get a redo?
Headed off the field and into the blue tent. Here are the third quarter of this preseason encounter with the New York Giants. We've got a 3rd and 2 coming up. It's been a night off for the most part for the Patriots. We'll see a week from Sunday in the regular season opener versus Pittsburgh. Against the blitz, hit by Coward with a throw to the end zone. Touchdown Giants.
Great throw.
Yeah,
delivering it to Scott Simonson.
He had a wheel route and the tight end wide open.
Outstanding throw. Gives him a chance to get it, puts it out in front. See, there's your problem. Free release, beaten. Gant's beaten right off the get-go. Then you're just playing chase.
I want to know who had the back.
No chance. You gave yourself no chance there.
It's a good catch. Looks like he hurt himself.
Twisted his foot.
Simonson grabbing the foot as he makes the touchdown reception. He played collegiately at Assumption.
Let's go look at Mayo.
Mayo's looking fit. He's working out a lot.
When do you get time to work out? You're a coach now.
He comes in at like 4 to work out, I think. 5. Got to work out somehow.
Yeah.
You don't want to just become a candle.
Well, the guy was the play caller last year defensively for the Patriots. Brian Flores was part of that trio of coaches that used to run the steps before every game.
Yeah, I mean that's when they have the time. They have the time to do it.
Chad O'Shea, Brian Flores, Brendan Daly.
You hate to see this, a guy in the 4th preseason game make a great catch and unfortunately have an injury to where they got to help him off the field.
I hope it's not an Achilles.
And he grabbed at it right away. So
he did.
It could be a midfoot. I don't know.
Card is on standby.
You know, and I was thinking that too, Rob. When Kamalu was walking off the field, you have the Giants blue tent still up behind their bench.
Yep.
Everybody wants to have a job after tonight. Everybody wants to stay healthy after this
100%.
game. So as Simonson continues to receive the medical attention, we'll take the timeout here from Gillette. So what was your Madden rating?
I don't even know if they had Madden when I played. I like Tecmo Bowl.
I think the highest I ever was 89. I'll take that. 90. I think I was a 90 overall. That's not bad.
Giants going to go for 2 here, down by 10, after Simonson was carted off the field. And Lauletta is going to throw the back shoulder for Russell.
Got a chance at it.
Gotta come down with that. If it hits your hands, you got to catch it.
Keon Crossan playing defensive back, vying for a spot primarily on special teams. Let's take a look at that phase of the Patriots roster, projecting the 53.
Well, I think your first 2 guys are locks, obviously. Gostowski and Bailey. I'd throw Cardona in there because he's your snapper. Slater, Ebner, and then everything's up in the air. What are you going to do with Olszewski? Does he really have a shot to make this football team? Has he done enough tonight building off the returns from last week? Do you want him to spell Edelman? I mean, Edelman was out here mixing it up. He got out of there quickly when he's looking down at the thumb. I'm not real comfortable with Jules getting every single return this year. Chung's been in that mix, but he's more of a fair catch guy. Paul, you see anybody else like a Munson guy?
You know, I think a lot of these can go either way. It depends on what you're looking for. And you know, before the game when we were all talking, Rob, you know, he broke it down for us. There's different jobs that are going to need to be filled by linebacker type guys. Brandon King was a lock for the roster until he got hurt last week. So as Rob put it this afternoon, you know, who blocks on the punt team? And I think Calvin Munson might be one of those kinds of guys. I'm not sure he provides enough defensively. I don't know if Christian Sam would be in that mix, but these are the different kind of things that we don't really think about all the time. But when you're putting together the 53-man roster, Bill Belichick and his staff have to put those things to use. They have to figure out where these guys all fit. I don't think these are easy choices.
Yeah, not all 53 dress out for the game.
Right.
So the guys that you're bringing into the game to dress, they have to help you in special teams.
And here's Olszewski on the kickoff return. Ball falls at the 2. You got to field it. That thing's coming out. Now, could he hit it up in the right? A little bit more right there, or not much cooking outside there. A guy like Ebner, you're getting up there in your career a little bit. Now you're starting to get nicked. A little knee issue. Now you got to wonder about some guy's health. So there's a lot of things.
Yeah, talking about
to consider.
Julian, he's got a lot of wear and tear on him over the years. Do you want him out there fielding punts every time?
Well, I remember how exciting it was when Danny Amendola was here, and he was the punt returner. And it just seems like he got tattooed every time he went to the sideline.
Oh, definitely.
Knee issues, leg issues, shoulder concussion.
Our Pepsi close-up on Gunnar Olszewski. If the Patriots do keep an extra return man, this young player has certainly put himself in position to be part of the mix.
He's shown the most. And catches the dig route. Watch the effort at the end of this, at the step.
You can't coach effort, just in you. 80 coming in, crack block, nope. Toss.
That's a thing too. He's outplayed Barrios here.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, Barrios has really been a non-entity on the field the last couple of weeks.
2 weeks ago, had a ton of opportunities working with the ones. That was the joint practices in Tennessee, correct, Bob? Guys like Maurice Harris went down.
Yeah, Zoe, you made a comment early in the first half about Keon Crossan, too. One of the tackles he made on defense was very special teams-like. Yeah. I think he's a guy, now he might be one of those backup cornerbacks, but he's definitely a special team staple. He was excellent in that department last year.
Yeah, I know coach likes him. Got to cover that ball up, Jared. No whistle yet. That's a late whistle.
The quarterback's arm was coming forward.
Stidham was able to duck under the pass rush. Unfortunate, the arm was going forward.
Ball security, first and foremost. And he's trying to recoil it back down. That's that old tuck. I got to bring that word up. No, that rolls.
Here's Bailey.
That's a good one.
Nice and high.
Jones. Oh boy. Got away from Munson. Trying to beat Bailey.
Got a flag.
And the last man back, Jawan Williams. The saving play.
Jawan makes plays, man.
Now we'll see if this is a lot of those plays. You get peel back box. So see what this is.
Joe Judge pulling special teams and wide receiver duty as Patriots assistant coach. He's been the special teams coordinator since Scotty O'Brien stepped aside, retiring, and this year taking on the wide receiver duties.
Scotty O, my guy, helped me out a lot.
There is no foul in the play for an illegal blindside block. It's New York's ball, first down.
Time for trivia, guys. Brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the New England Patriots. Who did the Patriots draft in the first round in 2004?
Vince? Vince at 15?
And he may not have been the only one.
Think tight end.
Did he ever come back? Did he come back to the team?
Maybe.
Maybe?
I said who?
Might have come back to the team at some point, right?
Think tight end, boys.
Okay. He's saying think tight end. So who was the?
You got it.
Oh, 2003 was the Daniel Graham year against Carolina. So this has to be Ben Watson then.
Yep. Be Ben Watson out of Georgia.
Bingo.
Offense number 67.
Got a hold out there.
Did you know that, Nikovich?
Repeat first down.
Yeah.
You did know it?
No, I didn't know. I tried to play it off.
Smug over there.
Yeah, I tried to play it off.
Let's get the answer, Bob. Come on.
We've heard the names. Now you see them. Vince Wilfork, 21st. Ben Watson, 32nd.
32nd. Ooh.
Big Vince.
It's a big man right there.
From the knees down, he had the legs of a running back.
Very strong.
Who finished that play?
That's a nose tackle.
He had some great feet.
You play 3-4, that's the guy you draft, that's the guy you anchor it. 2-gap player.
Very athletic. There's a 7'5". Not Vince, but the jersey.
That could be a Karras fan.
Could be.
Teddy Stark.
David Perry, the nose tackle for the Pats. Played last year with Minnesota. We've got an injured Patriot, Malik Gant. Being tended to. Matthew Slater.
McCourty, team captains coming out.
Trailed by Devin McCourty, who will soon pop into your picture. Those are the culture guys, certainly, along with Brady and Edelman. Been around this team for a long time.
But again, look at those guys down there right now. Look at the size of Joejuan Williams. He just reminds me of like that Brandon Browner size. Just going to be physical and big. I just hate seeing this card brought out game 4.
Malik Gant out of Marshall, rookie free agent. Dr. Mark Price, longtime trainer Jim Whalen.
Those are guys you don't want to see on TV.
And again, Matthew Slater and Devin McCourty, two of the spiritual leaders too in that locker room for this team, along with Brandon Bolden out there to send Gant off with their well wishes, their thoughts, their prayers, and ours too. You hate to see it.
You know, over the course of an off-season and training camp, you build a nice relationship with everybody. You hate to see people get injured, and you even hate the cut day, you know, because you know guys that you built relationships with aren't going to be on the team. It's not easy.
Giants in the 1st and 18. Valletta into the flat for Gallman. It's a running start, sprints up the sideline before he's shoved out.
We may break the record for passes thrown in the 4th preseason game.
A lot of throws made today.
Yeah, Giants need to figure out who's going to be their third.
Well,
I mean, you know,
absolutely.
Eli and Jones aren't going anywhere. Valletta's a guy that they drafted pretty highly that they like.
Now, Valletta, last year 4th round pick. Many thought he could be a sleeper in the draft. Just completed the 35th pass completion of the evening in this preseason finale. Now a running play to close out the 3rd quarter as we head to the 4th here in the 4th preseason game. The Patriots 29, the Giants 19.
Patriots preseason football is brought to you by Pepsi. Always be celebrating with Pepsi, the official soft drink of the New England Patriots. CarMax, official partner of the Patriots. And by Invisalign, transforming smiles, changing lives.
Patriots rookie punter Jake Bailey pedaling from the 3rd quarter into the 4th, with the Pats leading the Giants by 10 in this preseason finale on a night in which we've enjoyed ice cream from Maine, a little love from New Hampshire, and fans young and old here at Gillette Stadium.
I'm digging this song, Timber.
As are you.
Who says that? Sings that? Kesha, right? You know how she spells her name, Bob? $sign is an S. Not a real S, $sign.
Valletta rearing back and throwing. Ooh. And the pass yard free on the hit by Terez Hall off the hands of Russell.
All right, let's get to the defensive line. Let's take a peek at this. You want to talk about one of the deepest personnel groupings on the team. These guys up front, man, actually led by Lawrence Guy. Talking to a lot of guys around the team, Lawrence Guy has sort of become the ringleader of this crew. Danny Shelton, I think, has played his tail off.
He has. Got himself in great shape in the offseason.
Michael Bennett and the excitement, what it can be for him, Robin, you know, just doing something different, putting your hand down over the center, and you're the only guy in a three-point stance on that amoeba move-around defense.
Yeah, you know, he was in Seattle a very long time, and even last year when he was with the Eagles, he was basically a left end, and that's what he's been, and that's what the only thing he has done. So they're going to move him around. They got a lot of pieces, linebackers, D-line, a lot of different moving parts here, so it'll be interesting to see where is he at on third down. Is he inside? Is he a three technique? Right. Is he a nose? You know, if they're in that three-man down front, where is he going to be at? So, you know, I think the different schemes are going to be different for him because, you know, in Seattle and with Philly, he didn't have to do that. He was just running up the field. So, you know, we'll see how they attack everybody this season. You know Bill's going to dial up a bunch of stuff for week 1.
Loletta had the receiver and unable to complete the throw to Reggie White. And he
other guy,
sits up, grabbing at the back of his leg. And we've seen several Giants this evening take a seat with presumably cramps, and you haven't seen that from the Patriots.
I don't know if that ball got tipped coming out of there. Yeah, I think it's with you, Bob. I think it's more cramping than you know, a hammy or anything.
Yeah, it looks like cramp.
Giants with a timeout here early in the fourth.
I want to go back to the D-line grouping. Please put that back up there. Bring Paul Perillo in from inside. Guys like Coward, you know, making a push here.
Yeah, one thing I'm curious about, guys, is, and we know how versatile Bill Belichick likes to have that front be, and we talked a lot about, you know, the different things that Michael Bennett will be asked to do if they have some three-man fronts and whatnot. But Bennett is really, in my mind, out of those guys, the only true 4-3 type defensive end. I think Cowart might be able to play a little bit like that, but I think of him more of an interior guy. He's been a nice surprise this summer, by the way. I just wonder if they might need Wise to stick around just for another guy that can play a true defensive end.
That's interesting. Yeah, they love Butler.
In years past, also, the D linemen, sometimes they're asking you to stand up and drop. Sometimes you got to be inside and drop it in the hole. So
Mayo upset here with the poor tackling. It's just a little sticker out to the tight end in the middle.
Who made the tackle? Ooh, number 9? Gunner on
back
defense.
in his original position in the secondary.
That's amazing.
Gunner Olszewski brings down Jake Powell.
Amazing how much time he has earned over Barrios. Credit to him.
More he can do.
Well, we've seen Edelman and Troy Brown in the secondary. Tough running.
Oh, what a run.
Touchdown. What an effort by Wayne Goldman.
Can't happen. Can't happen. Sam's been around here too long. Dawson's there. You got to make that stick. You got 3 guys around the point of attack inside the 5-yard line. Right there, he breaks the tackle. He lowers the shoulder on Dawson. And over the top, I mean, it's just a poor angle. You know, by Sam, you got to come in there and clear that out. You got to at least knock him out on the 1.
It's close.
That should stand.
Yeah, it'll stand.
Preseason game 4.
It'll stand.
It's almost like that James White one, Bob. Remember that toss right? That one game ended.
The ruling on the previous play of a touchdown will be reviewed.
Well, they're going to take a look at it and hold up the proceedings here, but we will take the timeout with the Pats and the Giants. Replay review. Wayne Goldman went down, but the call stands on the field.
Yeah, it's
a touchdown.
That's a good shot by our guys, and there's not enough that can refute the original call. There's not enough evidence to overturn the original call on the field, and you have to roll with it, and that stands. Knee was down. That just looks, that ball's right at the crack of that goal line. The front edge.
Giants line up for 2. Jones in motion with Gallman staying on in the backfield alongside Loletta. pressure to the back of the end zone. Caught for a 2-point conversion by Reggie White.
It's out of bounds.
But I think
Did he go out of bounds? The official dropped his cap. A penalty on the play.
Yeah. Can't be the first to touch.
Let's see if Gunnar pushes him out of bounds here. Quarterback gets out of the pocket. You can throw a receiver out of bounds, and then he cannot come back in and make the play. Be very heads-up football if he can have pushed him out of bounds.
Look at this kid on the outside. Little bump and run. Looks for the ball. Good technique there.
He kind of stepped out on his own.
Yeah, he stepped out and then stepped back in, made the catch. But boy, did Gunnar make a nice play earlier on a tackle.
Yeah, you love to see effort like that.
Illegal touching of the forward pass by the offense. Number 13 went out of bounds, came back in, was first to touch. That penalty carries a loss of down, therefore the try is no good.
That effort appreciated once again from Gunnar Olszewski. I think back to something Jason Light, who used to work for the Patriots and has been the general manager of the Buccaneers, said a few years ago at the Combine. When you see a guy like Olszewski, Light said in scouting meetings, Bill Belichick would sometimes say, don't tell me what a guy can't do. Tell me what a guy can do. And Olszewski can do a lot of these. An effort player. He's returned. He's played wide receiver. Tonight he's lined up at defensive back. He may not make this team in the end, but what a summer he's had.
This is a guy that he makes plays.
Watch
special team. Look at him running. Go. Don't give up. Get him down.
3 other guys standing around not making a tackle.
When you see a big play, I always watch a replay on a big play, and there's always 1 or 2 guys that are loafing a little bit. If everyone runs to the football, plays are made. Fumbles are recovered.
Like that type of motor. That's where Winovich the last 2 weeks have
So Chase
stood out.
runs just like that to the ball. Get to the ball. Get to the ball.
Right.
That's how you have a swarming defense. Everyone gets to the ball. A miss hit there. Still out the back.
Oh, the kickoff has just changed so much.
Rosas for the touchback.
Winovich there with the man bun. Looking good.
It's nice to see them let him keep his hair. And I talked about this on the podcast last week.
Yeah.
That's his spirit. Don't cut it.
Yeah, don't cut it. You can't cut it. You can't
neuter the dog.
Lose the power. You lose power.
Turn that dog loose.
I think, like you could take like half an eyebrow or something to grow back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few years ago out in Michigan, he dyed it. And there has been some speculation.
Some rumors.
Maybe pierce something.
Whoa.
Come on.
Stidham sacked. However, penalty. A recurring theme this preseason. Another conference for Ron Corbett and his crew.
Holding. Defense, number 35. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
That's a tough one. Playing the Lions a few years back, he had a sack, and there was a holding call. Takes the sack away. Oh man, that's a tough one.
Did that affect the incentives in your?
No, then I would have been 2. Then I would have been 2 sacks away from tying Vrabel instead of 3. 46. I think he had 49.
You got that close to Vrabel, huh?
3 away. I think I'm.
And that's a sack that'll stand.
Boy, Rob.
Let's see. I think it's Tip, number 1.
Yep.
McGinnis, 2. 53. I'm having a brain fart.
Not Slade.
Slade.
No.
Slade's.
Really?
Slade's 3. Vrabel's 4. I'm 5.
Slade's 3?
Yeah.
Imagine if he didn't run past the quarterback half the time.
Imagine he didn't drop half the time.
Well, see, the nice thing for him is he was complimentary. Willie really complimented him. Yeah, you get Willie doubled.
Yeah.
He's still effective, and Chris is trying to have one-on-one backside.
When I look at Willie, even now, I'm like, how did I play the position he plays?
Huge.
He's a freak.
Just the arms so long.
Oh, man.
Reach.
Long arms.
That dude ruled a locker room, too. He was so good.
Earlier, you guys were talking about Brady and Rob giving him some grief, and Willie McGinnis policed the locker room. From your experience, both of you, who was the guy that was the chief policeman on the beat in that locker room, or the guy that kept everybody humble with his sense of humor? knocking them down to size.
Well, I did it with the sense of humor. As far as rolling with an iron fist, Tippett was the first, man.
Yeah, early when I came in, I was a young guy coming in here, and I didn't really have any. I didn't have any experience, so a lot of guys had left. Mayo was kind of the guy when I arrived.
Look at these two guys.
Two great linebackers
Studs.
right there.
But Mayo was the guy when I came in.
We used to talk and watch some of that Giants film in the early days when they were winning, and that front that they had with Banks and Harry Carter.
Pepper Johnson.
Pepper.
Oh, let's try and run on us. Nope.
Was it Burt was the nose tackle? Oh, my God. LT, Leonard Marshall.
Impressive stuff. It's a different game now than it was then. Totally. Night and day.
And how about Steve Diossi was the guy that called the signals? That's it. You never put Steve in that.
But yeah, when I was, Mayo early in my career, and then when Mayo, had a couple years where Dante had to come in and he had to be the guy. He had to wear the dot. Yeah. So Hyde was forced into a position where he had to make all the play calls and check all the checks.
Summer winding down here in New England. Night made for Go Your Job ice cream.
It is with great joy and gratitude that I present the 17th Annual New England Patriots Ron Burton Community Service Award to linebacker Kyle Van Noy.
Kyle Van Noy, this year's Ron Burton Community Service Award recipient. He and his wife, Marissa, have done so much for adoption and foster kids, and the legend of Ron Burton giving back to the community, carried on by Patriots of the present. Ron, of course, the original Patriot draft choice with Loletta off the bootleg, throwing it complete as we go down to Steve Burton, son of Ron Burton.
All right, guys, thank you very much. The award means so much to my family. I'm looking at Kyle Van Noy standing on the sidelines right now, and he gave me the thumbs up. He was shocked that he won the award, but he's given back so much to the community, and it means so much to give back. What the Patriots have done and what Mr. Kraft has created over time that these players give on and off the football field, it just goes so long. And it's just such a special feeling, and it meant so much to my dad. And it's all about taking a moment to give back. And Mr. Kraft and the whole Kraft family do it every single year. Guys, we love it. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Steve. An incomplete throw down the sideline for Russell. The saying, it takes a village to raise a child. Well, the Ron Burton Village has impacted the lives of countless children in these parts. And again, Kyle Van Noy and his wife have done an awful lot in recent years. Since he came to the Patriots, they've made this their home, and they've reached out in the community, in particular for kids and the foster care system.
Guys, the guy's pumped to be here. He wasn't initially pumped at first, thought, where do I fit on this roster? Darn, I'm going to be going back to being a bench player, and he's just exploded these last 2 years. Great postseason last year, and so many of those guys do so much stuff. I know you mentioned like Slater, McCourty, and those guys have gone out multiple times to that training village just to work with the kids. Speaking of working with kids, these linebackers out here right now, which ones currently playing may have a chance to make the team.
Reset it to 10 minutes, 11 seconds.
You got to look at the values that they bring in the special teams aspect of.
And here they are.
Of what you can do. So, Jamie's going to be there. Chase, obviously, had a great preseason so far. But he's another guy, Winovich, that's going to have to play punt and run down on kickoff. That's going to be important. Bentley coming back from an injury, I think that he's going to have a bright future. Van Noy, we just talking about Van Noy. I mean, he's had a great 2-year run here. I think the sky's the limit for him. You look at Simon as well. He's another special teams solid guy, and then High. And when I'm talking about the guys that are playing right now, you can't expect some of these guys like Hightower and Van Noy and Collins to run down, and Bentley to run down on punt team and expect them to play every snap. It's really hard to ask of somebody to do that.
And they just showed Landon Roberts, like, I got him squeezing in, even though I know he doesn't play teams. There's just something there I think is a depth thumper, first down player. They're still throwing.
Jones open in midfield, comes down with a catch. And let's go down to Paul Perillo.
Yeah, I agree with Zoe. I think the one to keep an eye on is Landon Roberts and where he fits in, if he fits in on the roster. And I kind of agree with Zoe. I think there's a spot for him. I think
it's a Patriot.
He's one of those old school sort of thumping inside linebackers, and I think he's always played well in that role. He's not a guy that's going to go sideline to sideline, drop in coverage, making these big plays, like a Luke Kuechly or someone like that. But in a very specific role, I think he's got some value. And some of the power teams that want to run the ball, I think he can play for you.
As Zoe said, he's a Patriot, and he and his wife celebrated the birth, I should add, of their daughter Carter last week. Matthew Slater and his wife as well, welcoming a newborn, expanding their family with the birth of Noah. So congratulations to the Roberts and the Slaters. And they don't come any better than that guy.
My guy. Ooh, my guy Slater. We talk like that. Ooh, baby. That's how we do.
Don't think we don't have fun with him on the radio.
We talk like that on the radio, too.
Ooh, my guy.
How does it feel to have another Patriots win after the game?
How do we feel?
Can I get it? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A sweet taste of victory.
Sweet nectar.
It's always
it's sweet nectar. Oh, man.
No more sugar for Nick.
Giffords, the ice cream's got me. I ate half of this thing. Good thing I'm not lactose. You guys would be running out of this room.
Did you sneak a little Bailey's in there or something?
Oh, shut up, Loopy.
Have another.
16 more passes. I'm going to need some Baileys.
Hey.
Well, it wouldn't be preseason finale without the Patriots and the Giants meeting for the 15th straight year in the final game of the preseason.
I used to love playing against like Brandon Jacobs. That guy, small guy, 260.
Dude, I did a game of his down in Southern Illinois.
Ooh, yeah.
This is after he transferred from Auburn, so it was Cadillac Williams, Brandon Jacobs, and one more played for the Dolphins.
Brown.
Who?
Ronnie Brown.
Ronnie Brown. All three of those guys were in the backfield at the same time in Auburn. That's why Brandon Jacobs transferred out.
I played with Ronnie Brown. That guy had like the biggest quads ever. He was so strong, insane. That's when they brought in 2008. I was on the Dolphins coming in here, and they did the Wildcat.
Yeah.
I was on the scout team. I had number 50 on the other team. Oh, strip. Yeah, catch it.
Hit. Up for grabs, knocked away. And good to see Ufamba Kamalu, who had gone into the blue tent, reemerge and apply the hit.
So since we've pretty much had every potential pass potentially thrown here in this football game today, which is asinine at this point of it, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're gonna get someone killed. You got a mix and match of players out there, and one guy off the edge. I'm ready to get into bear versus shark territory. Rob.
Bear shark?
No, seriously.
Bear shark.
We have these debates all the time.
I love it.
Summer sports radio.
You know what?
Depends where the fight takes place.
I have a slight fantasy of just going up against the bear. Up against the bear. Like you tape up the claws a little bit and you put away the claws. I would just run as fast as I could, hit it right in the chest. See what happens. See if it swallows me up.
See, but if you could actually hit
but
the
a shark, you're in water, you're done. You can't, you have no strength in water.
And the bear likes the food. You ever watch a bear fish?
Yeah, they catch a salmon out of the water.
They stick that head in and they know how to nail it.
No, it comes out of the water, they catch it.
I think we should get some bears on that Cape Cod train, on the trash train, get it down there, get them out there and nos it. That's where the honey spot is for all these sharks.
The water's got to be 6 inches, though. You can't put a great white. It's got to be 6 foot of water for a great white.
No. Most attacks, 90% of attacks happen at 3 feet or less of water.
I don't know.
They're 10 yards offshore.
It's a big fear for me, sharks.
How many people are
another throw
swimming in the deep water in the ocean? So
me.
Less statistics.
I was in Gloucester. I was taking a swim. It was deep blue, and I was a little nervous.
See that?
Nervous in a lake.
Real quick on Crossan.
After seeing Jaws.
Yeah,
so many years ago.
Crossan's a guy who got beat for a touchdown earlier. Now, since then, he has come in and made some plays where he's getting that offhand in there. He made the nice tackle, as we referred to earlier in that first half. You came up, you picked, and you went. 4th down.
Let's go. All right, here we go. 4th down. Empty. Quick story, I was in Gloucester with my buddy Jamie Marshall.
Oh, we're going to have to
hold on, Rob.
Oh, okay.
Pat Shermer calls the timeout.
Oh, we're staying.
Oh, okay, we will stay.
And I was swimming in the deep blue. Jamie Marshall, my guy, says eats, and I kicked a rock. And when I kicked the rock, I screamed. I thought it was a shark. I thought I was going down. It was bad.
That's your story.
I was in the ocean.
Yeah.
And I kicked a rock, and I thought it was a shark. All right, let's go back to Crossan. Let's go.
All right, let's take a look at his night here. This is the play. You know, he gets beat by Golden Tate. Another one. I mean, you're going up for one of the top tier receivers in the league here.
It's a good throw too.
That one just gets dropped in. It's a good throw right there by Jones. Nice pick on the sideline. As I said, making plays coming back. There's another deflection. Actually, like a tackle that he had earlier in the game, where and Paul referred to it also, like that special teams type defensive tackle.
He could have 3 interceptions as well. Dropped a couple, but productive, still productive. I wonder if they flipped the play here.
So the Giants out of the timeout with a 4th down and 3, going empty.
Oh.
Over the middle, in and out of the hands of Jones. And the coverage by Keon Crossan. And the end of the preseason means the beginning of a new season. Upcoming game brought to you by Ace Ticket, where New England fans go for tickets to all their favorite events. Visit aceticket.com. A week from Sunday, 8:20 kickoff, Patriots and the Steelers. And a pairing of 2 of the great quarterbacks of their time, if not all time. 8 Super Bowls between them, 20 Pro Bowls, Ben Roethlisberger and Tom Brady.
That's a big one right there. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Probably a little bit of difference in diet in those 2.
Ben and I thought you meant the kid right there.
No, Ben and Tom.
No.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. But I think Ben over the last 2 years has cleaned it up a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. He's tried to drop the weight.
He's trying to do a little more pliability.
But it just seemed like 3 years ago, they had all that talent. You didn't need to be, the guy where I just disperse the ball, and just let those guys run with it. Now you got to kind of carry him a little bit.
They're going to be interesting too. No more Antonio Brown, no more Le'Veon Bell, no more Jesse James.
I still got some friends back there, and they said this is as drama-free a camp that they've had, that they've been focused on football.
They have
that can make them dangerous.
Line. They have a good offensive line, very good.
Drafted well defensively.
Villanueva, very, very good.
Receivers are always good coming out of there.
Yep. Juju.
They're going to make a big deal about Antonio not being there, but
Connor.
Yeah, Connor runs hard.
Very.
And remember what Samuels did to the Cats last year in Pittsburgh.
Patriots coming out trying to establish some run here. And that's a good thing.
They're trying to milk this clock and put to bed an unbeaten preseason. With some youngsters staying up, it seems past their bedtime.
Toss.
We'll sweep it to Brissett.
Nice.
Good block from Steven Anderson, and then an extra effort to muscle his way forward for a 1st down.
It's a nice run. I say it's a nice run. That's situational coaching. Let's get the block. Let's wall it off. Get the big run to pick up the 1st down. Move the sticks and reset that clock as you continue to tick this thing down under 5 minutes. It's a good hard run by Brissett there.
So as Stidham continues to go the distance, he gives it to Brissett, who's been out there from the start. He rams it straight ahead for 5 as we go to Paul Perillo for his final thoughts of the 2019 preseason.
Guys, I can't wait to see this defense play in regular season games. All the pressure that Gerard Mayo and the rest of that coaching staff have been able to bring. I'm really looking forward to seeing if we can have the same kind of success when the games start to count. And we talked a little bit this afternoon about how much game planning goes into this and how much preparation the other team has. I just think with all the versatility they have with that linebacker, in the front 7, and then the secondary, I think, is so deep. I think this defense can be special.
15 sacks in the first 3 games of the preseason, only 23 points total allowed in those 3 games. Paul, thank you so much.
Good job, Paul.
Hey, I enjoyed it, guys. Thanks.
All right, buddy.
Reminder to follow Paul's work all season long on Patriots.com and to listen to him regularly on our flagship, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
That's right. Once a day, once a week, they have sunshine.com.
Holding. Offense, number 16.
Felger Mass
10-yard
program.
penalty. Repeat second down.
Jacoby Myers called for a hold on the Patriots in the late minutes of this preseason finale.
I like when Paul goes in there, he gives it to him. He doesn't take any of that stuff.
We're projecting the roster tonight. Paul will add to it tomorrow. Able to digest what took place in this preseason finale.
Only bottom line, it's been a good preseason for this football team. It shows that they're a coachable team. They're a team that is coming together as early in the preseason as I can remember. And I'm just talking about veterans acting, happy for young guys making plays like this kid right here.
Jacoby Myers galloping along the sideline before he's shoved down by Jonathan Anderson.
They're well coached, deep on defense. Stidham just hit that check down, man. Nice little drag route right to left.
Impressive how every single year there's no hangover. It's let's move on. Last year's over. Let's rebuild. Got new faces here. Old faces are still hungry. They still want to perform. And it just goes to show you that the head coach, everything starts at the top and all the way to the last guy on the roster. Everyone wants to go out there and perform and do their job. It's very impressive.
Do your job.
Do your job.
Do your job.
Do your job. Do.
Ice cream.
Do your job.
Yeah. No, but you're right. I mean, you see the semblance of some of the head coaches around town, and Brad Stevens has been in. We saw Bruce Cassidy come by.
Just you look at the Red Sox, for example. They go out and they win it, and then the next year it's a lull.
They keep talking about the previous year. That's part of the problem.
You got to forget about that. Nothing in the past will help you moving forward.
The landscape of the NFL, very much the same.
But they all come
and
in
the target.
here.
Look, when you win, the target has been there on you. So the expectations in every single week, you could be playing a team that has 4 wins, but they're still going to go out there and they're going to give you everything they got because they want to test themselves against you. Where are we at? Where we have to go?
Brady's frustrated. They just called a timeout.
It's like my low back is a little tight. I want to go inside, please. I want to take a shower.
We're talking about the Patriots having the target, and again, this is a team that's been to the AFC Championship every year since 2011. So the road to the Super Bowl has gone through the Patriots, and only 2 teams have been able to get there, by the way, the Broncos and the Ravens. Pat's looking for an 11th consecutive AFC Championship appearance. Jets and Bills, they've got the young quarterbacks. Year number 2 for Allen.
Expensive
and
running back.
The Dolphins under Brian Flores, the former Patriots assistant.
Yeah, I like what I see out of Sam Darnold. I mean, that's a guy that looks like he belongs. I know he turned the football over last year. He got hit a lot. But he showed composure in the 2 games that we called.
It'll be
the big thing with Allen is he made some steps that started to make some throws at the end of the year. Can he carry over the way he played, not the beginning of the year, in the middle, that end of the year, and become a little better?
It'll be interesting to see how many Patriot players get claimed down in Miami after the cuts are done.
Flo.
Flo understands this roster. He knows what's here.
And the big thing, too, if Jadeveon Clowney signs down there with the Miami Dolphins, that adds another big pass rusher off the edge. And they've had so many of them years now.
And they're looking for one. They're looking for one, obviously, if they want to bring in Clowney.
Hall of Famer Jason Taylor. More recently, for years, the Patriots dealt with Cameron Wake as a Dolphin. Stidham again pressured, and another sack. This one by John Jenkins. So the change of possessions, Giants take over at the 2:16 mark.
They're coming out. They're going empty.
By the way, best hands on the sideline might belong to Mike Giravati, who just caught that helmet from Jarrett Stidham. I don't know about that. Patriots.
It's kind of hard to drop a helmet, Bob.
I don't know.
That big round thing. Here's a beach
Especially
ball.
your helmet.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got a dome too.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Oh, sorry. Is that insulting?
No, I mean, my head's huge.
I had a big head too, so.
That's you put the extender on the headset there.
Oh, we stretch these headsets out.
Size 8 fitted cap.
Sack. More pressure. Another sack. Scooby Wright. The newest of Patriots. And he's got a second. Two-minute warning in Foxborough. There's the man of the hour. Stidham to Giravati. Nice. Buy of the game brought to you by CarMax, official partner of the New England Patriots. Keon Crossan, buying or selling? So?
I am buying based on tonight because I thought he recovered well after getting beat for a touchdown. The special teams value is there. You know, it's just two good young kids, and J.C. Jackson and him, that you can continue to build off. You mix Joanne Williams in the mix. You know, you've got Jonathan Jones as your nickel back. I think there's a spot for him. I think the kid could play teams, play gunner, get down under kicks, and he's got good tackling ability. Had a pick, nice balance on the sideline. Should have had a second one.
So I agree with you. I'm going to buy him as well. You know, you're either competitive or you're not. I think he's been very competitive. He's close, going against a great receiver, a great quarterback, great throw on a couple of those plays there. But you know, he fought back. He's always been around the ball. Dropped a couple picks. Has a pick. So definitely buying.
Well, and also Brandon King's out.
Yeah,
so now
they need an extra guy.
This creates opportunities on teams. I say
5-yard
teams
penalty.
and special teams.
Exactly.
Last one, guys. Here we go.
The defensive backs.
It's a list right there. But yeah, I like it. I like that list.
Gilmore, Chung, Harmon, J.C., Jason, Jonathan, Devin, Joanne. And the best thing with Crossing is play special teams. That's how he slides in there.
Lauletta hit by Kamalu. Able to complete it across the middle to Hilleman. And if character counts for something too, Crossing is a guy that is considered by, I think some around here, as an understudy of sorts to Matthew Slater. That kind of person in the locker room.
Yeah, I
mean, with his teammates.
These young guys, they don't realize how awesome it is they get to be around a guy like Slater and learn from a guy like him. And you know, it's pretty special, the things that he's been able to do. And Devin and Jason, those two guys being able to play together, brothers, it's pretty special.
Final 80 seconds of the preseason, and a throw down the middle too tall for the tight end, Conrad.
I'd say drop everybody back, let him hit the underneath, tackle him, lay on him.
Well, the Giants are out of timeouts.
Thank God.
So
they'd probably call one here if they didn't complete pass.
It's a big year for Pat Shurmur's the head coach of the Giants. And they could be transitioning from Eli Manning to Daniel Jones sooner rather than later. These teams will meet in 6 weeks.
False start. Offense, number 48. 5-yard penalty.
Jake Paul.
The second down.
There are the McCourties. Devin on your left. Jason back for year 2 of the Pats. After being re-signed, and what a pickup that turned out to be, the trade with Cleveland a year ago to get Jason McCourty. Saving play in the Super Bowl. Now Paul catches the throw from Lauletta.
I thought he was going to
out of bounds.
I thought he was going to cut inside and get tackled.
You were hoping.
You know, it's interesting you bring up McCourty, though, because it was a year ago down in the Meadowlands, game 4, where Jason was moved from corner to safety. And based on the way other things have transpired here with guys like John Lynch, you're thinking, maybe it's not going to be it for him. And he went on to have a heck of a year here. Graded out as one of the better corners on the team.
Turned out to be a steal, acquired with a 7th round pick for a 6th rounder. Powell with another opportunity. And a lost opportunity with a hit by Webster.
That's a tough thing right there. And so as I was saying, you always want to put the ball on the outside of these backs, tight ends, anybody, because it's an easier catch for them. Anytime you got it coming around to the inside, ball gets deflected, they don't catch it clean. That's how turnovers happen. That was Jakob. No. It's not Jakob.
Jakob Johnson on the screen. Again, you got multiple numbers out there, and
That's
Johnson's
right.
played some defense, but that was Webster at the cornerback spot.
Just keep you on your toes, that's all.
Laletta nearly intercepted. Another near theft, and Jawan Williams.
Jawan's got to get that.
See the quarterback under a little duress here. Feels it. He feels that.
Those ones are killers.
That's why you're on defense.
Yep. Extremely talented, huge athlete.
Sure, at some point he was an offensive player. And really good in high school.
Yeah.
Garrett, like the best.
By the way, Gunnar Olszewski continues to play defense in the secondary for the Pats. Laletta goes the other way and completes the throw. Russell goes down to get it. And the Giants hurrying to the line in the final minute.
Yeah, this is a good job for Mayo here. Good test for Mayo here to call some of this prevent aggressive type stuff where you want to give him something, but you don't. No, you can't go prevent.
Well, we reached the top of the hour, 11 o'clock.
What time we start?
New England.
Wow.
Bob Sosi, Rob Ninkovich, Scott Zolak still hanging in there.
It's like a baseball game now.
Got more cramps out there.
Perillo on hand as well. And got to
keep chucking it, boys. You're going to get people cramping all over the more you throw it.
Soon to be tended to. And
4 Giants receivers are down with cramps.
And this is a pretty comfortable night. A week ago,
there's no humidity whatsoever. It's a cool night.
Far more
beautiful night.
Intense. We've seen, it's so sad, a number of Giants go down with cramping issues. So in 48 hours, the rosters will be down from 90 to 53.
Yeah.
In anticipation of the start of the regular season, 4 o'clock Saturday.
That's D-Day for a lot of guys. You have a tough time sleeping. Anxiety, sitting there, rolling over, thinking about it. Pit in your stomach on your way in when you're driving in, because you know, and we call him the Turk. I don't know what you call him when you guys. The Turk is the guy that says, Coach wants to see you. Coach wants to see you. Bring your playbook.
Yeah, that's a tough
And that's a guy right there, and Brian Hoyer, that will not be told that.
Nope.
I think he's a lock.
Yes, I agree. You know what's even worse is when you practice all week and then you get cut. That's what happened to me every time. All week, and then you get cut. I got cut the day of a game.
Is there a timeout?
Yeah, I was going to say, there are guys who will make the roster on Saturday, and they're going to be off.
They'll still be off the. Yeah, because
the following Sunday.
There are some guys that they really want to keep, but they can't. So you try and maybe hold on to them and hope that they won't be claimed. And there's some transactions. Other guys on other teams they're looking at are going to be released, and then they claim them. So it's going to be a turnover. The first couple weeks, always a lot of turnover. And then there's a 10-man practice squad now. So a lot of these guys that have practice squad eligibility will be back on practice squad.
Laletta to the end zone for Russell.
Out of bounds.
Made the catch, but he's out of bounds.
Good call. Good call. Johnny on the spot. He's got to have a better feel for where he is and dot that foot. We saw Mario Manningham make one of those type catches in the Super Bowl where he's basically got his hands a whole yard out of bounds, but he manages to keep his feet in.
Quarterback taking a shot.
Byron Coward again. Steamrolling up the middle. The level Laletta.
It's a game that'll never end.
The Eminence front comes out at Gillette Stadium. The fans have hung around.
Felger Mass music.
Imploring the defense.
Bow, bow. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Okay.
Where's the play clock?
Play clock.
started.
He's down to 12. It's a 3rd and 10 for the Giants. An unbeaten preseason hangs in the balance. Lauletta pressured by Perry, who brings him down with a pair of flags.
Could be a holding call.
And he grabbed his face mask.
Did he?
Yep.
Brady's like, I've seen enough.
Sarah Thomas, the lone female official in the NFL, really has established herself part of this crew. This is a good crew under Ron Torbert.
He does a good job.
There were fouls by both teams during the play. Holding. Offense number 79. Personal foul, face mask. Defense number 75. Those penalties offset. Repeat 3rd down.
Both you guys were on that one.
Yeah, Bob, I'll take it. So, he's a good eye. He's got a good eye. So I saw the face mask right away. That's tough when the quarterback's trying to get away from you and they duck, and then you're just trying to get him onto the ground and you grab his face mask.
So the half minute on the clock. The Pats on top by 4. Here comes the blitz. And Lauletta got it off. Bleeding to the sideline. Gilliam again on the receiving end for the Giants.
Go get him here.
And even in the final seconds, Gerard Mayo still.
I want anything soft. I want any soft coverage out there. Let's lock them up.
Bring everybody.
Man call, right?
Bring everyone.
These guys coach into the final play of the preseason.
Here they come.
As you'd expect.
What do you got? Timeout?
Oh, we've got a timeout.
Pats. Situations. Let's to the very final seconds of the preseason. You got to go through every situation, because if it was a real game, they'd wait and see what they're coming out in formation-wise. Take the timeout to figure it out. Okay, what do we want to run against that? So, offensively, I would change it up.
Now this is.
Well, you got guys out there that could find themselves in this spot.
Exactly.
Well, coach has more of a defensive stronghold on this too now. So he's getting his reps here. Not that he needs reps, but I'm talking about from the whole production of it, from the whole defensive unit.
Yeah.
He's got his ear. He's listening to what Coach Billma's saying. He's listening to Gerard's call.
Yep.
Steve's getting the personnel in to make sure everybody's right. Goes back to the Super Bowl where he goes to Brian. The Rams got nothing for us. We got them. Let's just get the calls right. We got about 15
plays
calls.
left.
He knew it.
Yep.
That's what's great about it.
Brendan Daly, Brian Flores. A 4th and 6. Over the middle for White. And the Giants get the first down, but can they get the playoff? Lauletta's going to clock it with 10 seconds to go.
Okay. Good, about 2 plays here, 2 shots.
Yeah, you got 2, unless you get tackled.
I remember several years ago when Tim Tebow, in a situation like this, threw a touchdown pass to end the game against the Giants.
Memories.
Memories. In the corner of my mind.
I'm sorry.
It's been a long night.
Was that
I'm just trying to help get us to the finish
nice
line.
paint candy through it. Caught her. It was Tim's. It was Tim's, wasn't it?
It was Brian
Tim's. I remember.
Lauletta, pressure, throws to the end zone. Incomplete.
Good ball.
Yeah, Tim's, he used to do the Randy Moss when he would score. Did he do the Randy?
I think he did.
Yeah.
That's it. Wouldn't want it any other way.
So barring penalty, this should be the final play of the preseason. 4 seconds to go.
So loud there on the field.
I give these people credit. It stuck around.
Absolutely.
A lot of these people don't get a chance to go to regular season games. A lot of these tickets are passed down to family members or sold.
Hey, this is a thrill for these fans.
A lot of kids here. It's great.
It's a thrill for us. We're lucky to do what we do.
Sure.
Okay, let's go. This is it.
One last time, perhaps. in the preseason for Lauletta. Off the back foot to the end zone.
Got it.
And that pass is caught for a touchdown. Russell and the Giants will win it.
Giants having some fun here. That's in front of poor Gunnar Olszewski there. It's not how you draw it up from a personnel standpoint, but I give the kid credit for getting in there hanging out. Gave you what he could.
It's okay. It's okay.
And those two quarterbacks we expect to meet 6 weeks from tonight. The Patriots and the Giants wrap up the preseason. New York wins it on the final play.
Patriots preseason football has been brought to you by Putnam Investments, proud partners committed to an active game plan on the field and off. Manos Wine, the official Patriots championship wine collection, available at manoswine.com. And by Bank of America, the official bank of the New England Patriots.